Hello everyone, welcome to the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020 Wildcard Region. I'm Fixis, your host, and we are going through with our group stages of the Wildcard Region, and it has been a very wonderful journey so far with all the teams putting their hearts in, getting those chicken dinners and all the action that is coming forth. And today we also have our 4 games, but today we will be having different groups playing. That is Group B and Group D are going to participate. And before we get off with the show, allow me to introduce my co-host, my analyst, that is going to be Shadow. So, Shadow, yesterday's games were so amazing with Zeus performing really well. Even we saw Team 8-Bit also playing out of their minds in one particular game. So today we have different groups coming in. What do you expect from all these teams to do?
I expect, again, an amazing performance. If we talk about Group B and D, they have got an amazing lobby, especially these two groups, because they have got team from Hell Esports as well, which is amazing. Amazing. I'm expecting total domination from them because they are leading from a very good margin of points. I think they can go all aggressive, all YOLO, and just not let other teams get those crucial kill points, which they are hoping for to get in today's 4 matches. So let's see how that turns out. Our team from Hell Esports and the teams which are at the bottom, like Dynamic Gaming, Team OG, which is not showing up, how they perform. We'll have to see that also. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, that's a good point, because if you talk about qualifying into the next rounds, if you talk about semi-finals, all the teams, all the top 24 teams will be going, but the remainder will have to face relegation. But right now, let's take a look at the glory and the prize money that they are fighting for. So the first position receives $2,600. The second position gets $1,600. The third position getting just $1,100. And 4th to 16th, we have $1,100. And for 17th to 32nd position, just the $600.
Yes, the $600, and also the teams will be getting qualified for the semi-finals. And if they keep up this momentum and continue to perform, some of these teams will be playing in the PMPL as well. So it's not just the money, it's also the slot for PMPL, which the teams are going to be fighting for.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, with the way things have been going so far, we have had from Hell Esports. I mean, they've been so dominant, and especially Godless being the highest kill fragger amongst them all. So eyes definitely will be on him. And how does Godless get so much kills? What does he do with that? He gets a lot of points. So let's take a look at the points distribution table. And well, it's pretty standard. We've been following this points distribution structure for quite some time. And the first position receives 20 points, second receives 14, third gets 10, and so onwards. It reduces down to the 11th position to 16th position, getting just that 1 point. But the highlighted factor of this points table is for every single kill, you have 1 point.
Yes, you have 1 point for every single kill, so kills are going to be very crucial along with the position points as well. So teams might go for a little passive approach as well, because in the end, in the last final circle, you are going to get those kills as well. So if they keep just focusing on the position, somehow survive till the last 2-3 circles, I think they will get the kill points and a safe position as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, all of them are searching for the positions, those skills. It's all about consistency. We've been telling this for like the nth time I can last recollect, because after all, PUBG Mobile, it's just about survival. You have to be there on top, get the chicken dinner. Does not matter with how many kills, as long as you're having good position points along with say 5 or 6 kills, you're good to go. But for the teams like we mentioned that are on the verge of elimination, we will have to see as to how they are going to play. But before that, let's take a look at the groups that are playing this time's PMCO Wildcard Region. So starting off with Group A, we have S-Cloud, then Team Exodus, Zeus Esports, who were phenomenal yesterday with back-to-back 2 chicken, alongside Centrelink Esports. Then we have WatchMyGP, Brothers in Arms, GooDBoyS, and Team 8-Bit.
Yes, 8-bit, in fact, 8-bit also performed really well as well, and GooDBoyS too performed really well. And if we talk about Group B, which is going to be playing today, we have Battalion 5, Team Hype, Team BlackMongolia, and Team Paradox OCE. And the other half of the team of the Group B is going to be Team Beer, Team OG, Team Black, which has been consistent, Team Beer as well, and Team COSMONAUT as well. Team COSMONAUT had a good start, but somehow they are struggling. Let's see how they perform today. And these are the teams of Group C: Savage Esports, Team Fear, Team NPG, Team Extra Esports. These teams played yesterday, so their matches are over. They just have to sit in the sideline and watch the gameplay of the remaining teams. And the remaining teams of Group C are going to be Team REQUIEM, Team FROMHEAVEN, Team For You Quest, and Team YOLO.
Yeah, absolutely. And but this is a team that is these are the player teams that are going to be sitting on the sidelines. But Group D is going to be in action tonight, and MELBOURNEIND, Imperial GG, VelociRaptor, From Hell Esports, followed by Nepal Esports, Seal Esports, MT Esports, and Dynamic Gaming. So a lot of distinguishes can be made over here in Group D itself. You have the best team, and then you have the lowest ranked team. So everything is here in Group D, and they are in action. From Hell Esports, with the way Godless and his teammates have been playing, and I mean every single player, talk about White, talk about Sanchir, they're all putting their contribution. And as it is a team game, you have to step it up. You cannot always rely on your one individual player. But talking about a few other teams, we've had OG, who have not been participating in the games. They've not been playing, and that is something I honestly do not like. Or even I think, Shadow, you also do believe or share the same thoughts, because it's a huge opportunity to represent your region, and not coming and playing the games. I really hope they show up for today, because if they do not play out of the minds, if they do not get a few chicken dinners, they're basically gone from this tournament.
Yes, definitely. And it doesn't matter if you win or you lose. It's like quitting. They are just quitting. By not showing up, they are saying we are giving up. So I don't appreciate that kind of thing. At least show up. It doesn't matter if you come last. You will learn from your mistakes and come back stronger in the next time PMCO as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't know. We don't know. They might have some connectivity issues. Anything could have happened. But life is never fair. Like we told you, you have to adjust. You have to adapt. Get multiple internets, or whatever be the case, just fix yourself and get into the games, play your hearts out, show your best stuff, put your best foot forward, in fact. And yeah, with that being said, we'll have to talk about a few other teams, right? We saw Team Bear performing really well. They've been consistent, and along with that, Team Seal as well. Apart from Wall, I would, however, expect the other players also to step up, because he's playing out of his mind, but you cannot always be reliant on him.
Yes, you can't rely on just one solo player. Maybe something happens and he's not able to perform that day. Then the responsibility is of the rest of the three players to live up to the responsibility and the expectations that Seal Wale has been playing. He is playing phenomenal. He's always in the top kill leaders as well. So I'm expecting amazing performance from the rest of the three players as well from Team Seal.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got high expectations from this squad as well. And if you talk about Team Hype, they've also been having a decent outing. I wouldn't say the best, because I've seen better outings from Team Hype. With so many roster changes, they've got a huge multitude, variety of rosters playing in different region. But then again, your main players are kind of split apart from each other. They have to create new team, and that has been a concern for Team Hype. Well, they've got Gurkha and Turtle, two old guards of PUBG Mobile in their particular region, and they're phenomenal players. Alongside them, we have Exist coming in, a few other players as well. So the only problem here is the synergy. So synergy is something that takes a lot of time, because gun skills, your positioning, that is something that you can improvise individually. But your team coordination, your team synergy is something that takes time, and something that comes with time, and it just keeps on getting better. So right now, with new rosters, you have to change change your strats, you have to adapt to each other's playing styles, and they've been getting a lot of kills. Kill department, they're looking good, but in terms of positioning, they are kind of tending to fizzle out, falter out, however you may call it. But today they might be looking to redeem themselves, get themselves that one chicken dinner that they were waiting for a long time. Even the fans are actually eager to see when Hype does get those chicken dinners, because Gurkha, being a very, very popular content creator from that region, he's got a huge fan base. Even he's a good friend of mine. I love that guy, and he's been playing out of his mind. But you know, during the competition, you need to get those points. They are certainly to qualify, but how long are they gonna go with this play style? Because as things get intense in the finals, you have to put your best foot forward.
Yes, you have to put your best foot forward. And Team Hype, like you said, they are performing in the kills department. They are getting decent kills, 5 kills, 6 kills. They are getting in every game. The only thing they need to work on is the position points. If they manage to do that, and if they get a chicken dinner, I think that would be the best thing. They will be in a very good spot in the leaderboard as well. And another team which has been consistent and I have expectations is going to be Team Black and Team Beer as well. I think they have been performing really well as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Team Black, oh my goodness, they've been so impressive. And well, I still remember the Miramar chicken dinner with the way they took. But the last time we had them play, it was a few games that really went well, and they were consistent, no doubt, no doubt. But the way they started, you know, the PMCO Wildcard, so the bar set up is just too high. And when they're having those, you know, kind of mediocre outings, when they're like placing even 4th or 5th, I somewhere feel that's an underperformance by the squad, because they are capable of much, much more with the aggression that they have, with the positionings that they take. I mean, that's really amazing.
Yes, they did show that performance that they can go for that chicken dinner and amazing kills. So we are expecting, but there is a team that is struggling as well. That is going to be Team Dynamic Gaming and Team Paradox as well. Team Paradox has not been in the, what should I say, in the top, but they are having a decent performance. But Team Dynamic Gaming is struggling. They have to perform really better today to qualify for the semi-finals.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to play out of your minds. And same goes for Melbourne, IND, Imperial, GG. So all these teams, you know, they have to step things up. Melbourne, IND is a team that gets a lot of position points, but somewhere in the kill department, they are kind of scared. So right now, what they can do, they've got 4 games. In Erangel, they can try to go all in, aggressive, go all guns blazing, try to take down as many squads as you can, because no matter, even if you get taken down early, you still have those kill points on which you can capitalize on. And after that, you can focus more on positioning. So as long as you keep your graph going up, I'm fine by it. We all are accepting the fact. But if you tend to kind of have just 1 or 2 kill and get knocked down at 13th or 14th position, that makes no sense. And so those are the few things that Team Melbourne, IND and the others have to work out on. Consistency, and that is the one thing that really, really does matter.
Yes, that does matter, the kill points and the position points both. And one more thing is going to be important are the teams which have played yesterday and are at the position between 15th to 24th in the leaderboard. They are going to be hoping that these teams don't perform that well and somehow they keep their slot in the top 24 and they qualify for the same. They are going to be keeping their fingers crossed.
I mean, every team for themselves, and obviously, you know, you would always want yourself to be in the next round, to keep on qualifying, playing more and more games, and then you never know, you win the PMCO wildcard that was coming, and we never know, because FROMHEAVEN Esports, they've been dominating, right? So Zeus, they definitely have played more games than them, and they are on the driving seat right now. But I believe after the 4 games, things will be different. FROMHEAVEN Esports will definitely take back the lead that they've just lost. And right now, let's take a look at the schedule to see which are the maps that we are gonna play, and it's pretty normal. It's everyday routine right now. We start off with Erangel, we end with Vikendi. In between match number 2, we have Sanhok, and in map number 3, we have Miramar. And like we mentioned earlier, today we have the teams from Group B and Group D playing. So I'm really excited. Let's talk about Erangel. What kind of a circle do you really want to see right now?
If we talk about yesterday we have been seeing the circle to be favoring towards the southern side, towards the military base. So there's a possibility of that happening as well. But we have seen that happening in the previous matches as well. The team anticipated from the previous matches that the zone will shift to so-and-so place, like the Stelba. The zone was at the northern side. Teams predicted it will go towards Stelba, but it went all the way towards Rozek. So you can't just predict from the previous games that this is the pattern the zone is going to be following, because no, the zone is unpredictable. Teams will have to be very careful about their rotations as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Teams have to be really careful, be very careful about their rotations, and we've seen a lot of certain circles lately. In fact, even in Sanhok, a lot of circles are going towards the Bhan area, even towards the western side these days. So, and even in Miramar, I can see a pattern being formed. We are witnessing a lot of power grid circles, and teams are definitely capitalizing on that. But today I want to see something different. Today I want to see something new. But right now, let's not wait any further and just segue into the game number 1 that is gonna be in Erangel.
Yes, Erangel, and the plane trajectory is going from Georgopol, North Georgopol, towards all the way to Lipovka. It is kind of favoring the northern side. Let's see where the zone will shift. If it shifts towards the southern side, teams are going to have a little trouble. They will have to make use of those vehicles as well. We have already seen teams going towards Lipovka, Sivorny as well. The teams dropping into towards Lipovka, they are going to be very happy. But the teams drawing...
The flight path trajectory, Shadow, like we mentioned, a lot of teams are going to the southern side. And we have to see, the teams have kind of accustomed themselves, but with the way the circle kind of forms, it becomes really difficult to traverse around. And, I'm really excited to see where the circle is going to fare out. So let's hope for the best, and let's see which team comes out on top.
Yes, we'll have to see which team is going to come on the top. And if we talk about the teams dropping in, I can already see teams going towards Zerki, all the way towards Zerki. Team COSMONAUT, I think, is going there, and Team Seal as well. Team Seal has taken a little 2v2 split. I think one of their player, Erangel, is moving towards nearby Zerki area. Rest of the players are in the North Giorgio. And if we talk about the players from Team FROMHEAVEN Esports, they have dropped in towards a hospital.
Okay, so right now, as the circle is, it's a quite generic circle. It's classic Erangel circle. Can head out anywhere, can go towards Pochinki. A lot of possibilities to open up. But Team Hype, they've taken a guard card drop. They've gone towards they've just landed just beside the players of Team FROMHEAVEN Esports. And the southern side, like we mentioned, is still in the circle. And you never know. We have seen some drastic shifts. Imagine, till the third or the fourth circle, it's up above north, and last moment curveball happens and goes somewhere down to the bridge. I mean, a bridge circle is something I'd love to cast.
Yes, I want to see that bridge fights, because that gives teams a lot of trouble. But the team that is going to be in a bit of trouble is going to be Team Dynamic, because Ego has just been finished off. Team Dynamic has lost one of their players just in the beginning of the game. They might lose their confidence, but they have to be patient, very patient, and perform with the rest of the 3 players. And if we talk about Team COSMONAUT, they are looting away the smaller compounds of the Zerki area. If we talk about Zerki, we don't get very good loot over here, but you get a decent loot to get a good fight. But they need to be very careful, because if they rotate towards the southern side, there is going to be Team Seal waiting for them. And if we talk about waiting, team number 19, that is going to be our Team Empty player. Kind is just taking a TPB behind the check, and he has already spotted another Team Paradox over there, and he might want to take down Tins over there. Let's see if he is able to. He did manage to give him a lot of damage, and he is going for that knock. But be very careful. There is just not one player, there are 2 players, and Nico just gets knocked out and gets eliminated as well by Para Times.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Paradox OCE, they are actually searching for redemption, some kind of retribution. They're having bad times this time around. But now they've got a good start. They've got a healthy start, and they're looking promising, already wiping out one of those players. But Team Empty and a lot of teams are playing just with 3 players, and it kind of, breaks my heart, to be honest, because being a competitive player myself, I believe in the 4 men are joining the roster all the time, playing together, because it has a lot of advantage. Because if you just start off with 3 players, you're already starting with 1 man down, and that 1 man can make a lot of difference in those fights, in those clutch situations. But right now, as things are, team Dynamic Gaming, well, they have to struggle right now, because with the way they are performing, they are in a very shabby position. They have to pick themselves up. They need a few good games. So my eyes definitely will be on them as to see how they are going to perform.
Yes, we'll have to see how they are going to perform. They are having a good start. They have managed to get 1 kill, but they are not. They are a bit outnumbered. They are playing 3-man squad. And if we talk about Team Hype is looting away the smaller compounds towards the southern side of the Georgia Pool Everest. They might go towards the Primorsk. We'll have to see what is going to be their rotation path. As of now, they are looking good, because if we look at the loot of Gurkha YT, he has got a level 2 helmet, level 1 vest, 3 bandages. And if we talk about the gun, he has got an M416, one of the most preferred guns of players these days. I think everybody loves an M4. They get a 6-time scope. I think you are very good to go. You don't need anything plus. Like M416 is one of the most preferred guns as far as I know. And if we talk about the other teams as well, let's see what is going to be their strategy. Gatka. If we talk about Team Hype, they might go towards Gatka, because I can already see Gurkha YT rotating towards the smaller compounds of Gatka, and Gatka gets a good loot as well, but they have to be very careful of the nearby teams which are dropping in towards Primorsk and Ferrypier. They might also rotate towards the northern side, and Team Hype's solo player might get picked off as well. They can't just roam away in the open area, especially in a Gatka region.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team Hype, eyes will definitely be on Gurkha. Even we have Venom, who's also one of those old guards of this lineup, and today he's playing. That's a good thing. And Hype are leaving no stones unturned. They are putting their best players, their best men at their disposal, and hopefully they kind of perform really well today. So, but right now, as things stand, Team Paradox OC have managed to get that 1 kill, and they're looking promising as of now. But still, I would love to see more out of them, some kind of aggression emerging. But this is Team BlackTeamMongolia, if I believe, Shanya, Konjik, Ryzen, and Azura. Well, we have not seen much out of these lads as well. I expect a lot. I expect a lot from all these teams. And with the way, a team No Chance team had played during the PMWL. So that is the kind of performance we would love to see from this region. You've got players like Godless. You certainly can be one of them. And let's see how things are going to happen, and let's see how things shape out.
And we'll have to see how the things are going to shape up. And if we talk about the players of Team Empty, they are a little spread out. And Cortez is just making use of that buggy. Let's see, he might be targeting the smaller compounds. And Nepal Esports, if we talk about this team, they are...
Yeah, they absolutely are in a very, sticky situation over there. And let's see how things turn around. And, times from Team Paradox OC. Well, he's just looting right now. He's got nothing much to worry. And we'll have to figure things out as to how they are going to play. But a few shots are coming from behind. And they are in a bit of a pickle over there. Yeah, so guys, we've been having some hiccups in the lobby for a reason. It has to be re-hosted, and we will definitely be back with the new lobby, because it is done to be ensuring that the players are in equal footing on equal ground. So to make sure that we have everything under control, we are gonna be hosting the lobby again. And we certainly do apologize for the inconvenience caused. But, Shadow, the things had started off really well. Paradox did get that 1 kill. But now, again, a new lobby. But right now, let's head out for a short little break. And on the other side, we will be starting off with the matches. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region, where we are yet to go on live with our game number 1. And, as it is said, we are already live with the game. And, yes, those issues were resolved, and we are back. And all the teams are also back on a fair footing. The flight path trajectory, however, this time around, it's going from Kameshki towards the military base.
Yes, it is favoring the eastern side of the map, and like we saw, Team Cosmonaut likes to drop in towards Zurki. Team Seals like to go towards the north. Giorgio, let's see how they approaches towards their drop location, or they are going to change. We are going to see a change in their drop location. We'll have to see that, but Team Cosmonaut has already dropped in. I can already see the plus of Team Black as well dropping in towards Yasna. So there's a possibility of a drop change in the drop location of these teams as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, taking a look at how things are going to fare off now. We have started on a clean slate, so all those kills in that previous game won't really count. But, still, we have the players of MT Esports playing with just their 3 players. And Team OG, they have, I guess, not stepped in today. So we can conclude one thing, that they basically are not interested to play anymore. And, it's a sham seeing one of those slots which could have really been utilized by some other team being wasted by just one team over there. But things are as they are, but this time around we see a shift in the circle. Last time it was quite generic. Most parts of the southern island were also there, but this time it has gone all the way up north.
Yes, it has gone all the way to up north, and if we talk about the teams dropping in, I can see the players might be rotating in with those having those early rotations towards the northern side. Like Team Cosmonaut has already crossed that bridge, and there's a possibility they might go towards Sivorni area. And if we talk about the team from Hell Esports, they are all the way towards the southern side at Novo Rep area, and there's a fight already engaging between the players of Team Paradox OCE and Team Seal. Team Seal players are trying to rotate. They are trying to make use of those vehicles. Times was trying to give some damage, but they have safely moved away from this fight. They will be going in for the smaller compounds, loot the Milta or the farm area. We'll have to see that. Team Paradox OCE as well is trying for those smaller compounds, looting those smaller compounds towards the farm area. Pochinki is also uncontested. In fact, most of the major drop locations are totally uncontested, like Georgiapool Containers, Georgiapool City, North Georgia, in fact Pochinki as well, Primorsk. So there's a possibility teams might go for the western side approach or the eastern side approach. We'll have to see. For now, western side is totally safe. There is no team to contest any team over there. And if you talk about the players of Team Beer, they are looting away the compounds of Milta, and the other team which has come to contest them is going to be Team Battalion 5.
Yeah, Team Battalion 5. They've been decent. They've got their good days and their bad, like we've seen them. But right now, the players of Team Bear, they've been so phenomenal, especially Mosket. And he's been doing so good for his team. And I still remember that one game in Miramar where they kind of tended to mess up. But this time around, they are looking promising. And I think he's overcooking his grenade. Now he will recook it again. And it's a good choice, because you need to make sure you connect all your grenades. But peeking out like that, I believe Shatney is already well aware of it. But no, the grenade is definitely not going to connect over there. So right now, as things stand, we have the players of Team Battalion 5 right in the opposite side of Team Bear. And both these teams are actually trying to find off angles on which they can capitalize. But the certain entry point can be that player from Battalion 5 who is kind of isolated on those sidelines. So if the players of Team Bear kind of try to just press it upon him, it's going to be really, really difficult for the players of Battalion 5 to come in and defend.
Yes, it is going to be a little difficult for them to defend, but for now they are going to be holding on to their position. The players of Team Battalion 5 are being very careful. They are not trying to make any mistake or overexpose themselves. But Jerry, on the other hand, is taking lots of damage from the players of Team Beer. Team Beer players are in a 2v2 split. Ambition, who was a little split out from his teammates, has already reunited with his team. Let's see how this fight goes on. As of now, Jerry has healed up. He will try to gain the HP as well. Will pop in those painkillers or the energy drink. And on the rooftop of that triple story, we have Chutney, who will be having a good angle to take down the players of Team Bear, but he needs to be very careful because Team Bear is having a very good formation, and if they directly charge in towards the solo player of Team towards the solo player of Battalion 5. We'll have to see that. And he's trying to give some damage to the players of Team Beer as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Shante from Battalion 5. He's had his good games over there. But Anik is trying to take a lot of shots onto its players of Team Bear. One of them already down to almost 20% HP. But right now, at this moment, they cannot really make that push because they still need to find that one knock. And by the looks of the players of Team Bear, they are looking to retreat. But one mistake and if the vehicle gets blown up into smithereens, and it would be basically donezo for this squad. But still somehow managing to escape out with just one vehicle. And Battalion 5 do have the information right now. They know that their opponent has left this entire area, and now they can peacefully loot without worrying. But if you talk about Team Imperial GG, Eco, Happens, Ray, and Batman, we have seen them struggling a lot with those position points, with those skill points. And today are those final chances where you have to redeem yourself, because the games are already reducing down, and maybe it will just be too late, and you have to face elimination.
Yes, you can. There's a possibility of you facing the elimination, but for now, this team is safe. They are holding on to those apartments near the school area. And if we talk about the players of Team Nepal Esports, they are also trying to rotate in nearby not Pochinki side, but school apartment side. But the team that they will be facing is going to be the squad of Paradox OCE. They have to be very careful, otherwise there is a chance of an early fight, early engagement between these two squads. Let's see how these two teams rotate. Another team which is parallelly rotating is going to be the squad of Team Beer as well. I think these teams are going towards the Yasnia side, or they might hold on towards the mansion area or the shelter area. We'll have to see that. But for now, an early rotation is coming in. And if we look at the positioning of the players of Team Black Mongolia, they are way too spread out. Two of their players are towards the Milta factory side. One of their player, Fury, is at the Novorep bridge area. They are way too spread out, and it's never a good approach to be so spread out in the early stages of the match, especially at the bridge area, because the another team which is going to be crossing that bridge area is going to be the team of From Hell Esports. And you really don't want to mess with this team because they are super aggressive, and when you are a solo player, the chances are they will easily take you down.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you might just get taken down really easily. But as things are, we can see all the teams are trying to make their rotations. Team Battalion 5 already moving in. We also have the players of Team Team Mongolia making their way inside the circle. And what we can really predict or anticipate, or what I would love to see, a Rozhok circle on those bridges, on the small tiny bridges. We've seen a lot of action happening around that area. Team Hype's play, they are looking promising. They've had a good start. They are also rotating around. Every team is trying to make their way up to the northern side. But the players of Team Melbourne IND, I love their positioning. They've got themselves into the Rozhok area. They are defending it. But we can see a bit of a kerfuffle over there between the players of Battalion 5 and Team Black. So let's see if how this entire fight kind of shapes around for that entire particular squad.
Yes, we'll have to see how that fight turns out. And Nepal Esports is also trying to be very safe. They are trying to hold on to the smaller compounds or the bridge area near the Yasna. They are in a 2v2 split. The two of their players are near the bridge area of Yasna, and Team Battalion 5 is trying to take down the players of Team Hell Esports. And what did just happen? Hell Godless has been taken down by the players of Battalion 5. I think this is not looking good for the players of Team From Hell Esports. They have lost one of their crucial players.
Yeah, absolutely. One of their, not just their crucial player, the best player in fact. And tops in Sanchi White, we know that these players are capable of a lot more. But there you see the buggy being flat out, and that is where they capitalize on the situation. And Team Hype being on the receiving end, being taken down by the players of Team Empty, I believe. And two of the players of Team Hype did manage to escape, but how long are they gonna survive, and how are they gonna make that rotation in, because the circle has again made a southern transition, and we can see another ruin circle. Ruins has been very common these days, because in the World League we saw a lot of Gatka circle, and somehow it has kind of, the trend has changed, and ruins is like the new Gatka, where we kind of get those areas in the final zones most of the time during the end phases. But talking about Team Nepal Esports, they've been playing really well. And I kind of adore how they've been making those rotations. However, they could be a little bit aggressive. But talking about being aggressive, we have the players of Nepal Esports kind of lost inside alone, and he is gonna be sprayed down. And Shred 2K will definitely secure Nikesh's knock, and he'll just have to, live with the fact that he kind of overcommitted over there. What was he thinking? That was a really, really ballsy move.
Yes, he just blindly barged into that compound. Maybe they didn't anticipate that there was already a squad holding on to this compound. That's why he just blindly rammed his vehicle over there. And if we talk about the remaining 3 players of Team Nepal Esports, they have the information. They know there is a squad. They are going to play their cards really well. I think they are going to engage in this fight. Or there's a possibility of them disengaging. I can see them a little bit retreating or just correcting their formation. We'll have to say that. And if we talk of Toxic NP, he's just taking a TPP in that small little area. And yes, Team Nepal Esports is trying to disengage from this fight. They have lost one of their players. Now they are going to be very careful. But Team Hell, they have started taking knocks, and one more player is already down from this squad as well. Topson has been knocked out by the players of Team Battalion 5, but Team Battalion 5, one of their player is also down on his knees. Let's see what is going to be the next move of the players of Team From Hill Esports, as Sanchir has already slammed his vehicle onto that little ridge area. He has a good angle to take down one more player of Team Battalion 5 as well. The revive has been given to the Topson over there, and all the 3 players are again back, but Team Battalion 5, they are down to 3 players. Their 1 player, Cobras, is still down on his knees, and Sanchir has taken a lot of damage. He needs to heal up really fast. I think he can manage to take 1 knock from the squad of Team Battalion 5. He has a good positioning as over there.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, Sanche lobbing all those grenades, and Shante is in a lot of trouble. White will be taking down Anik from Battalion 5, and Shante will also be on the receiving end. And there you go, there you go. You never mess with the players from Team Hell, and they are always gonna punish you over there. You did take out Godless. They responded with 2 knocks of them, and Topson will want to finish and confirm the kill over here right now. But before he does that, he will have to heal himself. But no, he certainly does not seem like he wants to enjoy. He wants to devour this moment before ending Shante, and he does. He does put him down to his misery. But we will get to see where the new circle is gonna form, and there you go, the curveball coming in, and Nepal Esports have managed to take that position in the right nick of time. Now they will be the fastest team to rotate. Dynamic Gaming, courtesy to their drop location, now they find themselves in a very good position.
Yes, they are definitely in a very good position, and Team Nepal Esports as well. But if we talk about the squad of Team Battalion 5, they have to make those rotations a little early, and there's a chance of facing another squad as well in their path while entering into the zone. And Team Paradox OCE is also trying to enter into the zone, and Team Battalion 5 is struggling. They don't have a vehicle, and it's the last solo player, Jerry, left from this squad. He needs to find a vehicle as soon as possible, and I think he's trying to do exactly that. But there are already 2 squads. One squad which is in very close vicinity is going to be the squad of Team From Hell Esports, and right in front of him it's going to be the players of Team BlackMongolia as well. And Team Paradox OCE is just right in front of the squad of Nepal Esports. One of their players from Paradox OCE has already been taken out by the players of Team Nepal Esports. There is a last man standing from that squad. He has to engage in a 1v3 fight. Let's see if he's able to do that. And if you talk of Team Seal, they are at the North Giorgio trying to enter into the zone from the shooting range area. Then there's a possibility of them facing the squad of Team Empty, and Para Carnage is trying to spray down the players of Team Nepal Esports. He did try with that M416, but no, not much damage has been given, and his squad, his teammates are already there to give him backup. And Toxic on NP is trying to give lots of damage to the Carnage, but on the other hand, he receives that damage from another player of Team Paradox OCE.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nepal Esports, well, they are in a bit of a pickle over there. Team Paradox, they've taken that high ground compound, and they've got good cover. But for the players of Team Nepal Esports, they have to lob their grenades into perfection, and that is what they're trying to do. Yala will be taking down Mosket from Team Bear, and that is trouble times for them. But as things stand, we have the players of Nepal Esports trying to rotate around. Just Nikesh being eliminated right in the start. Oh my goodness, that was a hilarious moment, to be honest. He just rammed in and realized, oh my goodness, I messed up. I've got enemies all around me, and now what do I do? Just get myself into the compound and keep dancing, and the enemies will definitely come in. But Thompson, there you go. He is really continuing the domination that this team is known for. But well, he's been traded off. Batman will pick up that knock, but Sanchir and White have to do something over there. But Blancos will be taking down Venom. A lot of fights happening left, right, and center. White will confirm that kill onto its Eco from Team Imperial. GG. Thompson needs a revive. Batman, he is trying to rotate around, and I just have to see what he's really trying to do over there. And Batman is being sprayed down, and had he had his buggy flat over there, then he would have been basically donezo. But right now, Happens has managed to spot down White, has managed to connect a few shots, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yes, that is not going to be enough. He has to connect 1 or 2 more shots to knock him down. We'll have to see. Team Imperial Esports, they do have a height advantage. Height advantage, but we know how aggressive the players of Team From Hell Esports are. All the moves are very calculated. So Team Imperial Esports have to take this fight very carefully, especially when they are not in the safe zone as well. They have to rotate to the zone, and Team Hell as well, From Hell Esports as well, they have to rotate. And if we talk of another squads, almost every other team has managed to get into the northern island, not in the safe zone, but they have managed to get into the northern island. And the solo player of Battalion 5 is also near the Rozak, and Happens is trying to take down YT, and he does manage to take him down with that perfect DP spray. And one player is already down from Team From Hell Esports. Let's see if Happens managed to confirm his kill, but no, I think he's going to give priority to the zone. On the other hand, players of Team Black are engaging in a fight with the players of Team Empty, and there are grenades and smokes popping in from both the sides, and Bugatti has been knocked out by the players of Team Cosmonaut. Beast has managed to confirm his kill as well from Team Cosmonaut, and Team Cosmonaut is doing a perfect third party, but Team Black sneaks perfect grenade here, managed to take down the players of Team Empty. Perfect grenades popping in from this guy, and Team Black is looking very good. They have managed to get 2 kills in their favor, and now they are trying to take down the players of Team Cosmonaut, who are holding on to that compound. And Beer Mosket does manage to take down one of the players from Team Nepal Esports. Hype Venom has been picked up by Black Azura. Beer Mosket will be picking off Nepal Esports Toxic NP as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Black, well, killer action, heli and sneaks. We have seen some amazing performance by these lads, but right now they are comfortable inside the circle. They have to avoid the entry of the players of Team Bear. And Mosket had been given a revive earlier, and with Cherry, Battalion 5 will be biting the dust. But Turtle, he seems to have different intentions as he takes down those players of Team BlackTeamMongolia. Godang will also be taken down and will instantly be finished off. VelociRaptor, one of the finest players, has been taken down so early on into the game. Batman continuing his grab, will be taking down Beyonder as well, but C47 will get a knock onto its the players of Team Imperial. GG. Now, Team Imperial, I like this strategy from them. The way they are showing the aggression, they certainly want to, come up on top. And with the way they've been taking those constant fights, somewhere down the line, they are definitely bound to improve. And, well, the ramming comes in, and these are the players of BlackTeamMongolia. Turkey in a lot of trouble. Will be taken down by another player over there by C47. And now, Azura will definitely confirm that kill. So much things are happening around. And VelociRaptor is getting the knock, but Gurkha YT will manage to get the second knock over here from the players of, on the players, in fact, of Team BlackTeamMongolia. And it's just Shinoya who's surviving. We'll have to see if he manages to give that revive. Has sat down in his UAV. The spray is on, and well, Shinoya taking a lot of bullets, but nothing really damaging him so far.
Yes, nothing is damaging him so far. He has to be very careful. He has to give revive to his teammates as well. I don't think that revival will be coming in anytime soon. Maybe his other player might be able to do that. But what just happened? VelociRaptors just eliminated the last player of Team Hype as well. And Team Hype got eliminated at the 13th position. And the players of Team Black are just sneaking behind that tree. And they have already spotted out the squad of Team Beer. 2 of the players of Team Beer are right in front of Sneak. Let's see if he manages to spot them out or not. And look at the positioning of Killer, he has to be very careful of the player of team Nepal Esports as well. I think he can manage to spot him out and take him down as well. But sneak, he has to be very sneaky. He can't get spotted out because there are 4 players of Team Bear right in front of him.
Yeah, they are definitely over there, but the players of Team Black have managed to spot down the players of Team VelociRaptors. Moon already been taken down by action over here. Killer, he is trying to sway down, and he will be finishing off Moskit and putting him down to misery over there. And oh my goodness, Killer taking a lot of damage and still managing to just prone down at the right nick of time. Ambition, he also needs to find some cover, and he certainly has managed to do so. But well, the circle is too much for him, and Ambition will definitely fall down to that. But right now he is trying to enter inside the safe zone, and Way having been knocked out. Shania, I think he also needs a revive over there. Ryzone will be definitely providing that. Azura in with those smokes. Right decision making by the players of Black Team Mongolia. But hey MF from VelociRaptors being the last man surviving for his squad. We just have to see as to how long is he gonna be able to do that as the 5th circle has come in. Team Black is in a very good position, but that cannot certainly be said for the players of Team Seal. It's been a barrage of grenades onto its players, and Ankle, he's taking so much damage, and Kader, he was not able to revive him in the right nick of time, but Wall is still holding on. He's still trying to fight. Wally will get one knock. He will get confirmed over there, but team members of Team Seal, well, going against COSMONAUT. We still have Praval, who is one of their finest players. A lot of things are on the line for both these teams, and well, Team Seal are looking pretty comfortable over here, but Team COSMONAUT really need to step things up.
Yes, Team COSMONAUT really needs to step things up. They have lost one of their players, and Team Seal, they have lost 2 of their crucial players. And just look at Team Black Mongolia. Team Black Mongolia players are also down on their knees, and I think COSMONAUT wants to take down Wale over there. Grenades are popping in from the players of Team COSMONAUT, and they does try to give some damage to Kadar over there. But Praval is cooking for that grenade, and let's see if he manages to take down one of the player of Team Seal. And that grenade did some damage, but not sufficient damage to knock him down. And grenades are popping in from Wale as well. He was trying to take down Praval. Both the teams are just holding on to their ridge, not overexposing themselves. But what a perfect grenade coming in from Wale. Manages to take down one player from Team COSMONAUT Esports, and one more player. Praval is also down on his knees. Last solo player, Beast, is there, and the players of Team Seal will be taking him down as well. And Team COSMONAUT just got eliminated at the 8th position. Perfect grenadier, Seal Wale over there. And on the another side, he is taking down the players of Team Black Mongolia. Shania has also been knocked out, and I think Wale will try to confirm that kill as well. Team Black Mongolia is also in a bit of trouble, as Shania has been finished off by Hell Sanchir and Team Hell Esports. You don't want to mess with this team, and they have spotted the players of Team From Hell Esports in the open area. Let's see if they manage to take them down as well.
Yeah, we certainly have to see. And right now, the players of Team Black, Black Team Mongolia, in fact, they are looking really promising. 8 kills for this team, and now they have to enter inside the circle. Their position has been compromised. We just have to see as to how they are gonna deploy their smokes. Dominga, in the meanwhile, will be taking down Toxic Boy, and that's the thing about the Melbourne IND. They somehow make it into the final circles. However, I would really appreciate if they bag a few kills, and you know, after that they will be really at a good position. And Toxic Boy almost getting finished off over there, and Action doing what is even a wiser decision, in fact going in for those tires and flattening them out, causing to immobilize the players of Team Melbourne IND. And there you go, Kada taking down Ryzen as well.
Yes, Ryzen has been taken down and finished off as well by C. Wale, and Black Killer will be taking down Hell Thompson, Team From Hell Esports. One of their players is down on his knees as well, but the team which is looking in a bit of trouble is going to be the solo player of Team Bear, who is right in front of the players of Team Melbourne IND. Black Action is trying to take down those players, but Black Killer manages to take down Hell Sanchir, Hell Whitey. The last solo player from his team will also be taken down by Black Killer. Team Black is playing really well, and Team From Hell Esports just got eliminated at the 7th position. Beer, on the other hand, is taking down the players of Team Melbourne IND as well, the solo player. And Seal Wale also manages to take one kill from that team in his favor as well. And Black Azura just snaking around in that open area. I think he have heard the sound of that vehicle, and he knows the position of one of the player of Team Black, and Team Black Action manages to take down one of the player of Team Melbourne IND.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, things are getting really intense. Six teams are alive, 12 players remaining, and Action did manage to find an AUG. Well, it's a luxurious weapon. You can still do wonders with your M4, I believe. But right now, Doming, oh my goodness, the players of Dynamic GG, they are looking promising today. So all those teams that had been faring off really bad in those initial previous games of the days that they had played, now have really stepped up. And Black Killer, oh my goodness, the players of even Team Bear, so many squads being eliminated out there. Even Melbourne IND finally bite the dust. But like we mentioned earlier as well, they are getting those position points, but I would love to see how many kills they did manage to find for themselves. But Black Team, they are looking really promising, and so are the players of Dynamic GG.
Yes, Dynamic GG is also looking good. They just need few more kill points in their favor, just like you said. But they have to be very careful of the position of Team Beard Dominica, because one grenade and the whole squad can get eliminated as well. Black Azura, on the other hand, is just snaking around in the open area. He might get spotted down by the players of Team Seal, but no, Team Seal players are getting spotted out by the players of Team Black. Action manages to take down one of the player, and he has already spotted out Beard Dominica as well. He was trying to give some damage, but I think Dominica is just right behind that ridge, so not many shots just got connected, but now they will be getting connected, and Team Beer will be getting eliminated at the 5th position. Team Black is in a total domination, and what a grenade from Black Killer. He manages to take down both of the players of Team Seal, and Team Seal got eliminated at the 4th position.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Black continuing their domination over there, but Ego will be finding out Action in the fray and will take him down. But Killer with that instant retaliation fire taking down one of their other players. But oh my goodness, the tracking is amazing on Killer over there. Spraying down bullets left, right, and center and trying to get those kills confirmed. But things are as they are. We can see, oh my goodness, Killer, he has been playing out of his mind. 7 kills already, and 2 have not yet been confirmed. Ego will be taken down to the play zone, and we just have Riz remaining from Dynamic GG. But there you go, Azura from Team Black Team Mongolia will get that. Will get one of those knocks on players of Team Black. So we have two Team Blacks. One is just the normal Team Black, and the next one is Black Team Mongolia. So it's just a 1v2 situation right now, and all Kelly has to do is to find Azura over there, and they have managed to spot him out. And what an amazing chicken dinner coming yet again by the team that has been playing so well since quite a long time. No surprises there. Black Team, again a chicken dinner.
Yes, again a chicken dinner, and not just the chicken dinner. Look at the kill number, 14 plus kills, I think, or 14 kills the last I saw. They were dominating, and that perfect grenade they threw towards the players of Team Seal. Team Seal were looking good, they were trying, but that grenade didn't give them any chance to do anything. They just got eliminated.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they were kind of handicapped over there, but Killer, 9 kills, 844 damage. Well, damage could have been better, but who cares? You've got those 9 kills, you've got those 9 points for your team, and does not matter even if it comes with 300 damage. So yeah, you can chuck it. But right now, survival time, 24 minutes on 24 minutes of survival time there we see, and almost 9 kilometers of distance covered. But if we talk about this entire circle in this entire map of Erangel, so it started off pretty much going towards the northern side. We did anticipate that. We thought that for a moment it might just go down south towards Ruzok or those bridge areas, but no, the circle was pretty much standard. Only one thing that the circle played with the hearts of the players is that it was in too much open areas, and it was on a slope side. So the teams that were having advantage from the higher ridges did really capitalize, and that's how Black Team really entered inside. And huge credits to the players of Black Team Mongolia as well. Azura, in fact, surviving till the end, managing to get those few kills. But right now, let's take a look at the top 5 players and the ones who are gonna be joining Killer.
And it has to be Seal Wale. This guy has always managed to be in the top kill leaders, and now he's in the top 5 plus with a total of 5 kills. And look at the damage, 1061 damage. And another player following him is going to be the player of Team Black, Black Action, with a total of 4 kills and 839 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Azura will be following him along with Dominga. We've seen a lot of Mosket in action, but today it was Dominga who really stepped things up. And landing off at Milta, there were a few fights, there were a few face-offs, but that they did not shy away from them. And one surprise this time is team from Hell not being at the best of the positions. They did manage to lose out on Godless right early on into the game. They did take the revenge, but certainly somewhere that was just not enough in ensuring their chicken dinner in this game.
Yes, they didn't manage the chicken dinner, but I think they are in a safe spot, even though they don't get the chicken dinner in today's remaining 3 matches as well. As long as they are in the top 5 or top 10, they are good to go. They are qualifying. But I want to see them, that aggression which that team has been showing. I want to see that. I want to see their domination as well. But first, let's have a look at the match summary, how this match of Erangel went. And we had total 61 knocks, out of which 54 were the kills confirmed, among which 14 were the headshots, and smokes and grenades. I think they are good. 213, 6 grenade kills. I think that is amazing. 2 of the kills were of Team Black Killer, I think, and 3 drops looted and 0 vehicle kills.
Yeah, absolutely. It was so good outing from all these players, and the numbers are pretty much decent this time around. Smokes and grenades were used a lot, and yeah, in fact, more of those grenades I got to see, so many being lobbed out, and 3 airdrops were looted. 1 was looted almost during the end phases. They got an AUG out of it, but does not really make much of a difference over there. But I would have loved to see a few vehicle kills or a few early bloodsheds in Erangel, but that did not really happen. But I want to see how other teams also fared off, because you know, Team Black, they've been consistent. They've got nothing to worry about with the way they are playing, and if they still keep on continuing this momentum, I believe we are about to witness a very intense finals of the PMCO Wildcard Region. But right now, let's not delay any further. Let's just head into the map standings and see how the teams have fared off. And well, the winner chicken dinner going to Team Black with 15 kills, 35 points from one single game.
Yes, 15 kills just from one single game. And if we look at Team Black Mongolia, they have also stepped up. They have managed to get 8 kills in their favor and a total of 22 points. I think this team is also promising. We can see them in a good position if they continue this momentum in the remaining 3 matches as well. And Team Seal Esports, they have also been very consistent. They have got 7 kills in their favor and a total of 15 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And I loved how Dynamic GG and MELBOURNEIND stepped up, because that was long time coming. They did, Dynamic GG did place 3rd, but they did not have much kills, but still, it's a good outing. You know how to survive. That's going to help you in the next rounds to come. But shabby performances by Team Hype, VelociRaptor, even by the players of Nepal Esports and Imperial GG will be following them alongside Team MT. So, well, these teams, Team Hype especially, being one of the shocker out there, a team that we are kind of well acquainted to see in the first half, and usually they have got a good number of kills. But what really went wrong for Team Hype is that they were taking so much fighting from the early game that they kept on losing out on their players, and one after the other, and to an extent where they had nobody surviving, and they just had a bad outing, and maybe they might look to change things around in the next game of Sanhok.
Yes, there's a possibility of them working on the mistakes which they did in this match. But first, have a look at the leaderboard, that which teams have stepped up and which team is leading. And at the top is again Team from Hell Esports. They just needed 1 match and they are again at the top with a total of 201 points. Another team which has stepped up is going to be Team Black, which is at the 4th position with a total of 169 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, Team From Heaven did play amazing yesterday, but these are all the teams who are in the middle of it, and yes, they're in a good position. A few of the teams, in fact, most of the team have played well of their games. So, Seal Esports, Bear, and Hype, they have got ample amount of opportunities to step things up. They still have 3 games remaining, so they can really do well over here. But one thing I would love to see is that you know, the teams that are going to be after this, them stepping up. So as we move further onto the table, we will be getting to see all those teams that are in that thin area, that silver lining area over there. And one bad mistake and they'll just be thrown from the edge, and that's pretty much done so for their journey in the PMCO Wildcard Region.
Yes, definitely. One mistake, and there is a chance of them not making it to the semi-finals. They have to be very careful. And if you look at those teams, are going to be obviously Team Empty, which is not performing really well in the first match as well. VelociRaptors. I had a good expectations from this team considering the matches they played last time, but they have also stepped down a little bit. But the team that has stepped up is going to be Team Battalion 5, Team COSMONAUT, and Team Nepal Esports is in a safer spot. They have got 3 more matches in their hands. Team BlackMongolia as well. They have performed really well in this match. They have stepped up to the position of 25, and if they keep this momentum, I think they are good to go.
Yeah, they certainly are good to go. But, eyes definitely will be on Dynamic GG and Imperial GG to step up. And this is their final chances to really change things around. But right now, we will be heading for a short little break. And on the other side, we have the map from Sanhok coming for you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region. As the group stages are on today, we have teams from Group B and Group D competing against each other. We did see the first game of Erangel, where Team Black did manage to take that victory, but right now we are heading into the unexpected, unpredictable runs of Sanhok. And let's not wait any longer and just head in straight away with the flight path trajectory being from Mongnai towards Sambang.
Yes, towards Tampang, it is kind of favoring the northern side, but since it's Sanhok, it doesn't matter what is going to be the plane trajectory. You can easily glide in towards your drop location, be it Docks or Camp Charlie. You can just go anywhere, just glide in, and you are good to go because of the map size. And I can already see the plus of Team COSMONAUT dropping in towards Cow area. Let's see, I think they are going towards Cow. I want to see which teams are going to go for the boot camp and Paradise Resort as well. I think as far as I can see, only few teams are going towards Camp Alpha and Hatin area, and boot camp. Battalion 5 is already there, and another squad which is there is going to be the squad of team From Hell Esports. No, not From Hell Esports. It has to be Paradox OCE. These two teams are definitely engaging in an early fight, and another two teams are going to be team From Hell Esports, which has dropped in towards Paradise Resort.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, I think there's a thing between the gods of PUBG Mobile and the northern side. I mean, they want to sit on the top, on the northern side this time around. The two games that we casted, both the times it was on towards the northern areas. But right now, I guess the players that are happiest the most is the team from Dynamic GG. They are almost in the center. They just have to loot the areas. But right now, team From Hell's Godless. Okay, he's dropped off at Paradise. He's got a big team of that is Team Black over there. So we have to see as to how they are gonna face them.
Yes, we'll have to see how they are going to face off. These two teams, they have been strongest till now. If you look at the leaderboard as well, Team Black just managed to get so many kills in the last match, 15 kills. Team Hell, we know their aggression, and the fight between these two teams is going to be very interesting. Hell Godless is looking pretty good. He has got a level 3 vest, level 2 armor, and just look at the players of Team Battalion 5. Anek has already been knocked out, and there is no chance of him getting revival, but let's see, maybe the players of Team Battalion 5 does manage to give him a revival as well, because Team Paradox OC are still holding on to their position. So let's see how this fight turns out. On the other hand, Paradox OC, they didn't go, the last match didn't go that very good for them. They will have to perform in this match as well, and they are going for enough for a rotation as well. Two of the players of Battalion 5 are holding on to the main central building of the boot camp, and Jerry is just right at the warehouse, and Supreme might close in from the left hand side, and Battalion 5 plus he might be able to take off guard Jerry over there, who is just roaming around in the open area.
Yeah, he certainly can. And right now, the players of Team Battalion 5 and Paradox, like you mentioned, Team Battalion 5 has a certain advantage having the control over the central area, while the players of, while the remainder players, that is Shante and Jerry, are on the third rotation. And Jerry might just be in a tussle with Supreme over here from Team Paradox. And we'll have to see as to how that fight really emerges out. But Carnage has a Vector, and like we've seen so far, Vector has been used a lot in Sanhok, and players love that, because in those close range scenarios, Vector is one of those weapons you can always rely, that high rate of fire coming in there, and it's easy to control the recoil as well. So right now, the players of Team Paradox OC have gone into a standstill, and they're just trying to bait out the players of Battalion 5, one knock, and they might just go all in.
Yes, there's a possibility of that happening. They might go all in, but they have to be very careful of the player of Black Azura, who is just right outside of the boot camp area. There's a possibility of Team Black Mongolia entering into the boot camp, or just knock the players from outside of the boot camp, as they have gotten a good hold of that ridge and the hill area. We'll have to see that. But Team Black, they are looking pretty comfortable in the Paradise Resort. They are holding on to their position. They are not being too eager or greedy for those kills. They are going to hold on. They are going to be very careful. They don't want to lose any of their players. I think they even have an idea that the another squad is Team From Hell Esports. So let's see how that fight turns out. On the other hand, in boot camp also, the players are being very careful. There are some grenades popping in, but not much damage has been given, and the main central building is still being holded by the Cobra of Team Battalion 5. Carnage and Supreme and Shred are at a very good and safe position, and Black Kelly, just look at him. He's looking so comfortable. He's just lying around in the in slight cover area and is not making any sound. He has got a level 1 vest, 1 first aid and M76 to the beast gun. I won't say the beast, but one of the best gun in a close range fight as well. He can even take down 2+ if he uses that gun properly. And Nepal Esports, these players are right at the northern area of Hathin.
Yeah, they're certainly. And right now, the players of Nepal Esports, well, Nikesh, I still remember that moment where he just rammed his vehicle and just charged inside a compound. I mean, that moment when it just comes up, it was a funny moment, and you need to have those, because otherwise, all the times those tense action kind of gets you strained off. But yeah, those light, hearty moments is something that we all live for. At the end of the day, we all play games to just enjoy ourselves and have a good time, kind of escape into a different dimension with our friends, connecting with them throughout the world. But right now, as things stands, we have the players of Team Melbourne-IND. They're kind of playing on the edges, right? There's a slight possibility that this circle might just head towards Hathin, or else it might just go to where the players of Team COSMONAUTs are. And after that first day good haul from this team, they've not been stepping up. They've not had those good games, and time and again, I miss these players to step up. You started off really well. You kind of build that, that pedestal, that platform where after anything below that kind of is a bad performance. So maybe it was that kind of performance from Team COSMONAUT. I believe they've got a lot of potential. They just need to capitalize. They just need to have one good game, carry on with the momentum. But as things stands, Team MT Esports, they are taking the waterways and have closed in on towards the players of COSMONAUT, and we can anticipate a fight happening any moment right now.
Yes, we can definitely anticipate it. They were going for a safer path, but they have no idea there is another squad waiting right just besides them, and that is going to be the squad of Team COSMONAUT. And in bootcamp and Paris Resorts, things are in a standstill situation. And if we talk about Team FROMHEAVEN Esports, there's a chance of them retreating from that fight. They might change their position as well. On the other hand, Godless is still holding on to his position in Paradise Resort. And just have a look at bootcamp. Players of Team Battalion 5 have moved in towards the main central building, and Team Paradox OCE are trying for that one initial knock they can get on the players of Team Battalion 5. After that, we can see them charging in, rushing towards the central building as well. They are in a 2v2 split. Supreme and Carnage are on the one side, and another 2 players, Whisper and Shred 2K, are at the other side of the area. Let's see. There are some grenades also popping in. We'll have to see.
Yeah. We'll have to see, definitely. We will see over there. But right now, what is happening is that the players of Battalion 5, well, they're just holding on to the compounds. And, well, Shadow, what do you expect? What is going to happen after this?
After this, I think the teams, they are looking good. They are in the safe zone. As long as the zone is favoring them, I don't think they are leaving that bootcamp area. But if the zone forces them, they will have to rotate towards the northern side. I think the players are also waiting for that. They are not able to get that initial knock. And if you talk about the players of Team Nepal Esports, there are 3 squads right at the northern side. That has to be the players of Team Nepal Esports, Team MT, and Team COSMONAUT. This triangle, I think there's going to be a third party as well. And Team Beer can also do that third party, but as of now, I think Team COSMONAUT players have an idea that there is a squad in a very close vicinity to them. Bugatti, who is a little spread out from his teammates, has to be very careful, because if the players of Team COSMONAUT spot him, or which are at the higher ground, there is a chance that he might get knocked out. And Nico has just come right in the moment to give Bugatti a backup, but that won't be sufficient. And Team COSMONAUT, they are in the open area. They were having an advantage, but now they are in the open area. They have to be careful of the players of Team MT.
Yeah, they certainly have to be there. But Wall will definitely take a knock onto its Prowl and will confirm that kill. But the players of Team Battalion 5 are still in a stalemate, and it's been almost 10 minutes and nothing has happened over here. It's they're all waiting for that opportunistic moment, and that is how you have to play the bootcamp areas. You have to be very, very patient. One slight misstep, one single overstepping, and you're basically done. So because one good knock can rattle you down, your teammates have to come in for your revive. So some areas will not be covered by by your team. So that is where the other team really loves to capitalize. But there you see, Cobras, he's trying to rotate from the back lines, try to find something else from some different direction, because if you're not finding opening from this direction, change it. Maybe somewhere else you might just spot that sliver of HP, because very small movements also do really matter a lot. But as things are right now, players of team VelociRaptors, they are trying to close in, and the circle has taken a shift all the way up north, and still most of the area being submerged inside the water, and all the teams are slowly lining up on the shorelines.
Yes, all the teams are definitely trying to get hold of that northern area. They are trying to be a little safe, but Team Bear players will be taking down Cortex on the other hand. And finally, some action is going on as one of the player of Team Empty. They have already lost one player. They will be losing out on Nico as well. Bugatti is going to be the last solo player from Team Empty. He has to be very careful because there are two squads right in front of him. One is Team Bear and another is Team Nepal Esports. Let's see how Bugatti holds on to his position. He's right there in the open area. He can manage to take one or two knock from the players of Team Beer, but he can't do that because the remaining two or the three players will definitely take him down. So I think Bugatti will be retreating from this fight, will go for a safer position, hold on to his position for the next 2 or 3 zones and try not to get spotted. But I think in Sanhok, managing to not get spotted is a difficult task.
Yeah, it certainly is a very difficult task, but the players of Team MT, well, Bugatti, just that one player surviving. All he has to do is survive over here, but how is he going to do that? He is going to get one with the nature, but we still have the fights between the Titans, between the two Titans, the best teams, and Godless lobbing that grenade on towards the players of Team Black. But Killer, look at his position. He is sneaked in. He is not going to show himself up out there. But Godless might as well just throw that sickle. And I would have loved to see that, that update from PUBG PC where you can throw those, your melee weapons. And, imagine a sickle being thrown right at someone's face, or a pan, in fact. And that's a heavy pan. And it hits you, you just get knocked out, like literally just get knocked out. But Bugatti, oh my goodness, just stay hidden. Oh, alright, he does go after Ambition. That was one good knock, but he still has the entire squad marching onto him from all 3 sides. And there you go, Domingo will finish him off. He could not even confirm that kill, and with that, he gets taken down, and Team Empty are going back to the lobby.
Yes, Team Empty are going back to the lobby, and another team which is in a bit of trouble is going to be the players of Team Beer, as 2 of their players are down on their knees. Ambition and one more player, Mosket, is also down on his knees, but let's see if a revival should be coming in. And on the other hand, Battalion 5, they have retreated from the boot camp area, and another team which is in front of them is going to be the squad of Team VelociRaptors, and Cobra is just behind that stone, and he will be taking down MF from Team VelociRaptors, but good Ang will be taking down one of the players, Jerry from Battalion 5 as well. And on the other hand, one more player is down from Team VelociRaptors. Let's see, VelociRaptors is going to be in a bit of trouble, but they are finishing off the players of Team Battalion 5. Jerry is still down on his knees. Chante is trying to get one more knock from the players of Team VelociRaptors, but Godang will be getting finished off by the players of Team Battalion 5, and VelociRaptors again getting early exit at the 14th position.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, Blancos taking those single taps over there. Ambition taking a few shots out there, but the suppressor really helping the players of Cosmonauts. And Ari Moon from Team Beer has spotted their players. Legend was in a bit of a pickle over there. Ambition has been taken down. The revives are coming in. Mosket is down as well. So right now, the players of Team Beer have to play their cards really, really perfect. They must make sure that they do not engage for too long, because if they do, they are going to be taken down by someone else out there. But Arimon has managed to spot down Legend, is taking a few shots on towards him. Ambition, however, has been confirmed. So the players of Cosmonauts, after even losing Prowl, they are not giving up, managed to get that 1 kill for themselves. But right now the circle shift has gone just a bit towards the western side. So Nepal Esports and Dynamic Gaming, they are looking in a very good, promising spot.
Yes, they are definitely looking in a very good, promising spot. And Team Beer, they've lost one of their players, but still they are looking good. And Jerry will be getting knocked out by the players of Team Paradox. And Paradox Carnage managed to take down a Nick as well, knocked him out and finished him off as well. And Team Battalion 5, there's a last solo player standing in from that team. And if you look at the position of Team Cosmonaut, they have got a good hold of that slanted ridge here. And Team Paradox OC is trying to get those kills confirmed. They might want to finish off Jerry. There will be last man standing from Battalion 5, and yes, they did manage to finish Jerry with that AKM. Paradox OC is stepping up. They are trying to step up, and they are performing good in this match till now. Let's see how things go further for that squad. On the other hand, Team Cosmonaut Beast is trying not to get spotted, but his teammate Legend will be taking down Ankle from Team Seal. Wale has to do something. He is trying to give damage to the players of Team Cosmonaut. Legend, who is barely at the 10 HP, has to heal up really fast.
Yeah, certainly he has to heal up really fast. But Kader from Team Seal, he is charging in, and Legend, he is providing that cover fire. But if somehow the players of Team Seal can block his vision, just deploy some kind of smoke, then things might be otherwise. But Beast, he's kind of backing off. That's a good decision, always to constantly change your position, always to confuse your enemy over there. But Blancos has the Uzi, can go in just a bit ahead. Kader is kind of getting restless over there, and the more he delays, the more the chances of their team being third parties kind of increases, because we have the players of Team Imperial on the backline. Sancher will be finding that first knock onto its Skelly, and finally the deadlock has been broken. Thompson getting the confirmation onto its heli over there. Action also being taken down by White, and Team Black, they are in a lot of trouble.
Yes, Team Black are in a lot of trouble. Last match they performed really well. This match they don't want an early exit, but Wale will be taken down by Imperial Esports Eco over there, and that was a perfect shot coming in from that player. And Team Seal has to be very careful, but Cosmonaut, the players are right in the open and will be finishing off the last remaining player of Team Seal Esports. And Team Seal Esports did get eliminated at the 13th position, and Team Black is not looking good at all. Because Battalion 5 solo player has managed to take one of their player down as well. On the other hand, From Hell Esports player are holding on to their compound. They have managed to get 2 kills in their favor, and they are trying to rotate into the center of the zone. Let's see which compound they will be holding on to. They have to be very careful. It's Sanhok, but they have a ghillie suit as well.
Yeah, they certainly they are having those ghillie suits, and they're going to utilize that. And in Sanhok, I love the ghillie suit, because with those tall grasses, you kind of are submerged. Just throw away your pan. Those colorful pans don't make any sense when you go down, and you're prone out. So yeah, so of course, as right now the players of Team From Hell, this time they've already got 2 of the players from the team that won the chicken dinner in the last game, and they're looking very promising. They want to really capitalize on the situation, get into the momentum of things, and getting a chicken dinner in Sanhok is always lovely. But there you see that curveball from the circle, and imagine, Shadow, the next circle somewhere tends to go around the Hatin area. All the 12 teams have to rotate in. It would be an easier route for the players of Team BlackTeamMongolia, but for the remainder, it's going to be really tough.
It is definitely going to be really tough, because they will have to cross that river area or the bridge area. But Team From Hell Esports, one of their player, Whitey, is down, and the squad that is right in front of them is Team Hype. Gurkha Whitey managed to take down Thompson as well. Godless is trying his best to take one knock from the players of Team Hype, and Team Hype plus are getting third-partied by the players of Team Imperial over there. Imperial GG does manage to take down one of the players of Team Hype, but there will be an easy revival coming in. But it's a blessing in disguise from the players of Team From Hell Esports. But what just happened? One of the player of Team Hypin rammed his vehicle in the compound of Team From Hell Esports.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh my goodness, has managed to spot down the players over there. Gentlemen, we've seen this lad performing really well in the past, and we'll have to see as to how he performs right now. But meanwhile, Team Bear has been eliminated by the players of Team Cosmonaut. And gentlemen, oh my goodness, he is in the wrong enemy territory. He is certainly where he should not be, and he's been punished already. And look at Godless. I mean, why am I not surprised? This lad, he does not even mind getting outside the circle just to annihilate one of the squads out there. But Gurkha, he will still have to get inside the circle. This is the 4th circle kicking in. The 5th circle will pop out very soon, and now he's been punished for that. And players of Team Hell, they are in a bit of trouble right now. White being taken down, but still have managed to get on with those retaliation fires, and now are instantly looking to get themselves inside the circle. But they still have to lose out on one of their teammates, and that's going to hurt.
Yes, that is going to hurt. They will be losing out on YT, but on the other hand, Team Melbourne players are trying to take down the players of Team Black, and they did manage to finish off Fury and Godless. Godless has spotted on the players of Team Imperial GG, and he does manage to take one of those kills in his favor, and Battalion 5 Chanted, the solo player remaining from that team, is a total domination. Even if he's the last man standing, he's not giving up, and Imperial Esports GG Batman did manage to take one kill in his favor as well, and Black Killer has to be very careful because he's trying to enter into the zone, and the squad that is right in front of him is going to be the players of Team From Hell Esports, and Team Paradox OCE is losing out on the players because of the play zone.
Yeah, and you've got to respect the play circle. You can never play outside the play zone. But right now, Shante, he might just be in a bit of a trouble. He's definitely heard those teams coming in from behind. But Sanchir, he's got that big, mean machine, that M249. But as things are right now, look at it. It all just takes those sound from this particular gun to, just instill fear amongst your opponents over there. But Sanchir will be taken down from elsewhere, and now Team From Hell, well, they did go aggressive. They did want to take down the players of Team Hype first, and now they are on the receiving end of things.
Yes, they are in the receiving end, and Hell Godless, you have to be very careful. There is not just one but two squads right in front of you, and Nepal Esports manages to eliminate From Hell Esports at the 8th position, but they ended up with 7 kills. They are still looking very good, and if you talk about the players of Team COSMONAUT, they are stepping up. Just look at their number of kills. They have managed to get 9 kills in their favor. This is the COSMONAUT we saw on the very first day of the tournament, and they are coming up. They are stepping up, and Nepal Esports, Akash, is trying to give some damage to the players of Team Dynamic Gaming. Team Dynamic Gaming has to enter into the zone, and Team Nepal Esports can easily gatekeep them.
Yeah, they said we can't do that, but right now, Scourge being taken down by Sarkar, and Nepal Esports, they have to take a chicken dinner in this one round. Dynamic Gaming, they are yet to enter inside the circle, but Sarkar, I would have kind of loved it if he kept his doors open like he's doing right now, and he could have pre-locked that grenade and could have done a lot of damage over there. But well, as long as you're getting the kills, nothing much to complain, and Ego will also be taken down, and Team Hype, they've also bite the dust, but Wiz from Dynamic Gaming, he's the last man surviving. And one thing I really love about Team Dynamic GG is that they've been consistent today. Both the games, they've been having a good performance, a good run, but that's not just going to be enough. You have to get a few more kills as well. But the players of Team COSMONAUT, this time they are playing out of their minds. 10 kills already, and we didn't even realize it came in such quick succession. And the players of Team COSMONAUTs, they are trying to enter inside the circle, but first they have to deal with the players of Team MELBOURNEIND.
Yes, they will have to deal with the players of Melbourne IND. Beast is trying to take him down, take one of the player down, and it does manage to take one of the player down. Another player is down. Last man standing from Melbourne IND, and he also just got finished off, and Melbourne IND just got eliminated at the 5th position.
Yeah, absolutely. COSMONAUTs, they are playing out of their minds right now. 13 kills already, and still might just go for more. And I would love to see them getting the chicken dinner. But right now, Azura from his team again surviving, and BlackTeamMongolia, they've also had a fair, decent outing in both the games. The first game, they came second with a decent number of kills. But right now, oh my goodness, and there you go. The shots are being lobbed out, and the players of COSMONAUTs, they are not stopping at anything at all. Paradox OC, courtesy to their consistent performance, just with 2 kills, they've been eliminated. But right now, we just have 3 teams surviving, and COSMONAUTs, they are inside the circle.
They are inside the circle, and they are in a very safe position. But if we talk about the other team, that is BlackTeamMongolia, they are not in that safe position. They have to enter into the zone, and Nepal Esports is not going to let that happen that easily. And there you go. You get eliminated. But one of the players just got knocked out because of the play zone, finished because of the play zone. Last solo player, Azura, is standing from the team Black Mongolia.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, well, Azura, we'll have to see as to how he is going to play out there. But the players of North Esports, in fact Nepal Esports, beg my pardon, we have so many new teams coming up. Kind of tends to confuse when you're casting different regions. But yeah, Azura, he's being so good for his squad, and Akash, he does not intend to stop. But he's already got, I think, a lot of kills for his team, and 15 kills for the players of Team COSMONAUT. Oh my goodness, that is such a good outing from these lads, and better late than never has to be the right words to phrase it out over here. And now we're just down to our last two teams. It's a 3v2 situation, and well, they're just firing bullets in oblivion and expecting somewhere down the line it would connect. But at the same point, at the same thing, they're kind of giving away their position, something that is really bad at this situation. Imagine just Blancos taking down two players out there. Spreading out is definitely going to be the key over here, and the players of Nepal Esports have to kind of get out from their covers and enter the circle. So that's going to be very, very crucial.
Yes, they have to enter into the circle. It's a 1v3 situation. It's a 1v3. If the Nepal Esports play their cards right, not make any mistake, they can easily get this chicken dinner in their favor. But I want to see Team COSMONAUT getting that chicken dinner. I want to see a clutch happening. Although it is a little difficult, but I want to see that. And play zone is giving some problem to that player, and he is getting lots of damage because of this play zone as well. I don't want you to get eliminated because of the play zone, but I think not giving your kill is also one of the wise moves. But he will get spotted out by the players of Team Nepal Esports, and Nepal Esports does manage to get that winner chicken dinner in their favor.
Absolutely, absolutely. The way Team Nepal Esports played it out, and they were always in a very good position right from the start. They just held on, and kills after kills kept on coming, and they were looking really promising there. And but the team of the moment this particular game, at least for me, has to be the players of COSMONAUT.
Yes,
with
definitely.
the way that they have been playing, and there you see, no surprises there. Even the MVP has been taken by them. Blanco, 7 kills, 891 damage. He has been an absolute beast, and this is that one game that this team needed to be right back in. And same goes for the players from Team Nepal Esports with the way they've been playing. And today, in fact, I really feel happy to see all those teams that were struggling in the bottom are kind of stepping up, getting those good games. BlackTeamMongolia as well, Dynamic GG, they're all being so consistent. So somewhere down the line, it's gonna pay off.
Yes, it is definitely going to pay off if you keep this consistency in the remaining 2 matches.
Yeah.
I think they are going to be in a safe spot. This group, the group B and D,
Yeah.
they had that potential, every team, and I think they are finally showing up. But first, let's see the top 5 players of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And the players that are going to be following Blancos are Nikesh from Team Nepal Esports. He did commit a blunder in that last match, but he's kind of compensated for it this time around. 7 kills, 417 damage, amazing performance. And the same can be said for Legend. He's been doing phenomenal as well. And Sanchit, though he did manage to get those 4 kills, but a lot of bad decisions, a lot of overstepping, overcommitment kind of led to Team From Hell being eliminated a bit early. Team Battalion 5, they've been consistent as well. They've been having those good games. Shante this time having 3 kills and 600 damage for his team. Definitely Team Battalion 5 is looking happy right now. But like we mentioned, those teams that we were really expecting to step up have finally managed to do so. But the misery of Team Hype somewhere down the line kind of continuing because they were in an engagement with the players of Team From Hell, and they certainly could not get inside the circle after that.
Yes, they couldn't get inside the circle, because of which they had an early exit.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be a little bit... Team Hype needs to work on their position points. They have to work on their rotations. Otherwise, this team is strong. They are managing to get kill points in their favor as well. They are getting kills, but they just need to work on their position. But first, let's have a look at the match summary, that how this match Sanhok turned out overall.
Yeah, and there you go, just 53 smokes and grenades. I mean, it's Sanhok, so I would not complain. 0 grenade kills. It's okay, I can live with that. 52 knocks, 53 kills. Completely kind of showing how dominant, how impactful the play circle can be sometimes. And a lot of players being taken down from that. And total headshots 13, just that one airdrop looted. And we know who had that. It was the players from Team From Hell. And that was Sanchir who was wielding the beast, and he did bring down hell upon a lot of players, wiping down squads. But they were good on the kill numbers, but they could have certainly done better in the positioning points. And we are well accustomed to see the players from Team From Hell always kind of dominate. So I am hoping as to the next 2 games that we have, they really step things up and really play out of their minds, put up a good show. But right now, let's take a look at the map standings and see how things are faring out.
Yes, definitely. Let's have a look at that. And Team Nepal Esports is at the top with a total of 31 points. And look at the kill points. 11 kills. And COSMONAUT, 15 kills. Just these 2 teams having, how much? 26 kills? Amazing. And COSMONAUT, 29 points. From Hell Esports is at the 3rd position with a total of 11 points, among which 7 other kill points. Team BlackMongolia, lacking behind because of those kill points, is at the 4th position with a total of 11 points. And the team Battalion 5, they are having a good kill points. They have 6 kill points, but just 1 position point. And
yeah, but Shadow, when we go down the line, some teams kind of tend to break your heart, and this time around it has to be Seal Esports. Well, I have a lot of expectation from this squad, and so same goes for Team Bear and Team Hype. So they have to step up. Even Black Team, this is one team, chicken dinner in the first game, and in the next game they're almost dead last. VelociRaptor, it was just GooDBoyS that I saw the earlier day in Vikendi when he just wiped down our entire squad. I thought they had a lot of potential, and they still do. They're just still kind of struggling to find that one perfect match. And well, with very a handful number of matches remaining, you cannot mess things up. If you are safe, just stay safe. If you are struggling, just pull up your socks, put your best foot forward, and play out of your minds. And it's certainly gonna pay for some time. But right now, let's take a look at the kill leaders and see which are the players that are dominating so far.
And it has to be Hell Godless with a total of 34 kills. Look at his damage, 6,274 damage. Average survival is 21 minutes 50 seconds. Seal Volley, total kills are 33, giving a tough competition to Hell Godless over there. And total damage is going to be 6,136. And average survival is 20 minutes 47 seconds. And the plus following him has to be the plus of Team Zeus Zoil with a total of 26 kills and 6,000 above damage with an average survival of 24 minutes 24 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And following him up will be Sanchir, and we have even Action and Killer and Icy also joining the fray over there with 23 kills for the first for Action and Killer, and Icy will be following them up with 19. So quite some impressive performances from all these players, and they've been doing so good. And I would love to see how the leaderboard is gonna look like, how the things have changed, because all these teams are stepping things up, and that's definitely got to create a ripple in the water over there. But From Hell Esports have managed to clinch onto the lead, have taken it from the players of Zeus with just even 2 games remaining. But Zeus still managed to be on the 2nd spot. Black Team has stepped up as well. We have Team From Heaven, then we are followed by Team 8-Bit. Even NPJ have been consistent so far throughout yesterday. But if you take a look at the next page, we have a few teams stepping up, a few teams stepping down. GooDBoyS, For You Quest, they will obviously be losing out on their standings out there. But this is still the safe zone. But the next set of teams, they are going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yes, they are definitely going to be in a lot of trouble, because the next 2 matches are going to be very crucial for all of those teams. Because if they don't perform in the remaining 2 matches, they are going to be out of the safe zone, and we won't be seeing them in the semi-finale. So let's see how the next 2 matches turns out for the remaining 2 teams. But if we look at these teams, some of the teams have really stepped up, and Team Black Mongolia, they are trying to step up. And Team Melbourne IND has also tried to step up in this match also. They are at the 23rd and the 24th position, just at the safe border line. They have to keep up this momentum, otherwise they might be losing out.
Yeah, they certainly might be losing out. And BlackTeamMongolia, they need a few more consistent games, and they might be just safe. But right now, they are still living their life on edge. But these are the teams that I've been talking about, we can just count out OG out of the equation. So they are eliminated, of course. And Brothers in Arms, Paradox, OCE, B-Will GG. So these are the few teams, even Dynamic Gaming. So this team, dynamic, GG. So if they kind of step up in those the next two matches, maybe they might qualify. But if they do not, well, they also have to face elimination. But with that being said, we will be heading out for a short little break. And on the other side, we have the match coming in from Miramar for you. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open Fall Split 2020, the Wildcard Region, where we are casting the teams from Group B and Group D go up against each other. And so far, the matches have been really intense and really interesting with all these new teams that were kind of struggling earlier in the bottom are stepping up. And we just saw Team Nepal Esports take that chicken dinner, and they've been playing really well. But now we will be heading on towards Miramar. And lately, Shadow, we have seen a lot of power grid circles. So, do you think it's going to be the same today, or are you expecting something else?
I want to see something else. I want the teams to struggle a little bit because they would be anticipating that as well. They would be
She's a
anticipating.
sadist. She loves watching people in pain. You know, she wants the players to struggle. Yeah, go on. What do you
Yeah,
think?
because we both are connected to pain. We both have been connected to pain, so
Yes.
we both like it. So I want to see the teams to be struggling a little bit. I want the circle to be taking that extreme hardships and the teams going in for that rotations. I want to see those rotations because that would be testing out the potential of all the teams.
Yeah.
Their IGLing skills as well, their flanking skills as well. So I want to see that happening. But let's see what is in the minds of PUBG gods because we can anticipate anything. It's all in the hands of the PUBG gods.
You know, we used to do the same. You know, me and Johnny, when we used to cast together, what we used to do is just the day before the matches, we used to cook chicken and we used to offer some of it to the gods, and they were, you know, merciful enough to grant us every single circle that we wanted. So yeah, that was really working out for us until a day when just Johnny kind of offered a stale burger, and they were pissed, they were annoyed, and after that, wherever we wanted, it just happened otherwise. So with today, since we are the sweet bunch of kids that we are right now, we all want to see a good map happening in Miramar, some good action. But yes, so far Miramar is all about those high ground ridges. It's all about the high ground area, the map control that you can take, how you traverse around with the players, how you utilize those bolt actions, those DMRs, those 8x scopes, those 6x scopes coming in for you. How do you take those fights? What are the vehicles that you are gonna opt for? Are you going for the Mirado, or are you going for the pickup trucks, or do you still love the old fashioned buggy, or maybe you just like going solo with your bike? So a lot of things, a lot of options are certainly available for all these players at their disposal, but the game still becomes the same. You still have to be the last member surviving, the last team surviving, in fact, to get that chicken dinner. And this time around, if you have to pick a team, Shadow, which one will it be?
I think Team Black has been performing really well. They have been on their last match, although they had an early exit, but they have been consistent. So I think they are going to be consistent in this match as well.
So if my team wins, are you going to buy me a burger again?
Sure.
Okay, so she said it. Now I'll just get more fat. So I don't care. As long as the belly stands out, does not really matter. I'm a happy person eating my happy junk food, and we jokes apart, anything. But right now, you know, talking about how things are gonna shape out over here, I'm certainly expecting Team from Hell Esports to take a lead. Godless. Well, yes. Let's talk about the players of Team from Hell Esports. So we saw them engaging against Team Hype over there, and they were just outside the circle. They knew they had to get inside the circle. They did not really care. They wanted to eliminate that squad first. But had they made that early rotation in, they could have gatekeeped the players from Team Hype and would have eventually taken them down. But those are those minute mistakes that might just cost your team an early exit, and that is what happened. But right now, let's just segue into the maps of Miramar, and let's see what the desert has to offer to us.
Yes, let's see what the desert has to offer. But first, let's have a look at the plane trajectory because it is all going from all the way from El Pozo towards the southern side of El Hazar. I think it's not an even flight path, but I think teams are going to be a bit happy. But the teams dropping in towards Valdemar or Puerto, they will have a lot of complaints, and in fact Chumacera as well and Los Leones as well, they will have to make use of those vehicles or run in the open field area. Both the options are never one of the safest options, so let's see how the teams are going to approach towards their drop location. Either by a vehicle or on foot, we'll have to see that, or just change your drop location. That also we can see happening.
Yeah, certainly that we can see happening, but you know, like we just mentioned earlier, right? We love watching people in pain. We love people suffering over there. So imagine the circle goes all the way down towards Chumasera, and yeah, Chumasera is also one of those circles that we've been witnessing lately. So that is a possibility, definitely. But it's been quite some time, and I think it's been never that I casted a Campo Militar circle. I have seen Crew de Valle, I've seen El Azhar, but not in the recent times. And it's been some time that we've not casted Impala as well, and even Los Leones, to be honest. So many places that have been missed out, and again, the same power grid circle. I am pretty sure this is going to be a bit interesting because this time around, you've got those high mountains for your benefit. Let's see what happens.
Yes, you definitely have those high mountains around the power grid area to hold on to. That hill of the Picado also you can hold on to, and you'll be good to go. But you just have to be very careful of another team rotating or flanking towards you. And if you talk about Team COSMONAUT, they have been performing really well. They have taken the drop towards El Pozo. The team that might come to contest them or might rotate into their area is going to be the team of Seal. Team Seal has also been performing really well, especially Seal Vale. He has been in the top kill leaderboard again and again, and I think he has got an amazing performance. If his teammates provide him good backup, I think this team can also go for that chicken dinner. But what is going to be a little bit problem is going to be at the northern side of Los Leones, because I can already see a cluster of teams at that location.
Yeah, absolutely. If you take a look at the things that are shaping out, VelociRaptors, they are very, very close towards the players of Dynamic Gaming, and they are looting, but for how long is definitely going to be the question. All the teams are kind of clustered up in the center, like we mentioned. Quite a teams on the southeastern area. The northeastern area, however, is kind of open. So maybe the players from Team Hell can do that, but right now we have an action coming out. Akash managing to find a Whisper and instantly will finish him off. And Team Paradox, well, they've got good positioning, but somewhere down they kind of are messing up in those kill departments. But right now, the players of Team Nepal Esports have really picked up the momentum, and with the way they're playing, getting those 2 early knocks in the early game right now is definitely going to help them out.
Yes, it is definitely going to help them out. And Team Paradox, they were just rotating towards Los Leones when the players of Team Nepal Esports spotted them down and took 2 of their crucial players. Mari is still down on his knees. Let's see if the remaining 2 players manage to give him a revival, which I don't think is not going to be that easy, because Nepal Esports is not going to let that happen. And Team Paradox OCE Plus have already retreated from this fight, and they have moved all the way towards Los Leones. They are moving outside of the safe zone to loot the areas of Los Leones, maybe because they know in Los Leones they will be having a good loot, or maybe because they wanted to have a safer drop location. Well, let's see how the remaining 2 players will continue this match. They have to be very careful. They can't have an early exit. And if you look at the players of Team Battalion 5 as well, they are in the center. VelociRaptors are having a good start, but VelociRaptors players are also little split out. And Carnage from Paradox OCE have managed to get some good, decent guns in his favor. He has managed to get level 2 gears as well. I think in the loot department, Paradox OCE, the 2 players, they will be having a good loot, because Los Leones offers a very good loot.
Yeah, right now. Let's see as to what is going to happen. But Paradox OC, well, they did manage to go down south, but their woes are not gonna end, because they've already lost on 2 of the players, like you mentioned. But the players of Nepal Esports, well, this is where they have to be very careful. So early stage, they got those 2 kills. Good, I like it. But you need to make sure that your loot is completed. Look at the number of utilities that they're having. Every one player just having barely that for 1 first aid, and no bandages, no healings, nothing, no boosters, and that is gonna hurt. And you have to make sure you loot first, and then try to pick up your fights, because in the final circles you will need those heals, you'll need those smokes to stay alive. So always you have to stay, kind of think 2 or 3 steps ahead, and that will really help you out. But the players right now from Battalion 5, they are in a good position. They are inside the circle. They've got a decent loot, if not the best. I just hope they've got enough ammos and some good scopes to kind of cover up the distance. But Anek, no, he does not have any, because if he would have had a few scopes, would have used in with his Scar L. But since he's using a red dot, I believe he's got none. So either you have two ways out of it: either you loot more, or you just find someone, just kill him off and take his scopes and whatever loot you want. But right now, as things stand, Team Battalion 5, they have no intentions of kind of moving inside to get a better position in the circle, because they almost are sitting in the center, and all they have to do is just take a sunbath.
Yes, they will have to definitely do that. And Battalion 5, they have been performing good. They have been performing good, no doubt about it. And even now also, they are at a good position, center of the zone. But the team that is struggling is Team Hype. Not struggling, but they are at a 15th or 16th position in the leaderboard. But I want them to be in the top 10, and they are at the total southern side of the Los Leones. They will have to rotate again in the zone. They have come out of the safe zone to go towards their drop location. I don't know if it's a correct decision or not. We'll have to find out at the later stages of match, because there is a possibility of being gatekept by the players of Team Paradox OCE or by the players of Team Nepal Esports as well. Or if they go towards a longer route and rotate all the way from Chumasera, then they are good to go. They will have a safer path. And if we talk about El Pozo, 3 squads are over there. One at Montenuvo, one in between El Pozo and Montenuvo, that is Team Seal. This triangle, let's see how things turn out, how the zone shifts. It shifts all the way towards Torre Emuda. Then I think teams are going to be in a bit of trouble. Let's see how things turn out for all the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have to see as to how things are gonna shape out for these teams, because Team Black Mongolia, they have got a good outing today. They've been playing consistent in both the games that they played. And Team Black as well, if you mention them, they got the chicken dinner. They kind of nullified their entire victory that they took in the first game with that bad performance in the second. But now they are looking to turn things around. So in this kind of circle, I kind of really love that, the western area of Hacienda del Patron, or you can say the northwestern area of San Martin. That one particular hill is going to be very, very instrumental. Whichever team takes control of that area, if the circle is taking the shift in that direction, then whichever the team is on the king of, who is as the king of the hill, or you can say at the tippity top, will be having that major advantage. But right now, VelociRaptors, well, I do not know what's going wrong with this team. They are not looking confident at all.
Yes, they are not looking confident. In fact, the last time we saw this team, that day they were performing really well. They managed to get some amazing kills in their favors. I want to see that VelociRaptors coming back in the game. As of now, they had a split drop in the beginning, but they have reunited themselves. They have reunited and they are holding on to the center. And let's see where the next zone will shed. But first, let's have a look at the airdrop. MK14, the God gun in the close and long range as well. 7.62 ammo, tactical stock of rifle and SMG, level 3 gears and a first aid kit. A team having that MK14 can do a lot of damage to the opponent team, because MK14 2 shots are enough to take you down even if you have a level 3 gear.
Yeah, you certainly, MK14 is definitely the best weapon that you can get for yourself in Miramar, because yes, of course, a lot of people might just say that no, Fixes, AWM is the best, nothing really beats AWM, and that is XP. I have to quote that, because this dude, he loves that big mean machine. But I kind of like what is really viable for this map. And we do know that if you tend to miss out on those one single shot, and if it's not a head, you're basically just wasting time, and your opponent will somehow find cover. But this is where DMRs really come into action. Even if you miss a shot, you can still go for another, and then another in quick succession. And all you just need to know is how to control that recoil over there, that kick that you get. So somewhere down the line, MK14 is kind of the best weapon that we have. And so far, it's so loud that it kind of deafens your ear, because after that one mag, you just don't hear any sounds at all. So a lot of the teams even love using that in the close range, can even take down the likes of players using Grozas and Uzi. So yeah, I kind of love that weapon.
Yes, I think everybody loves that, especially in the close range. But as of now, the players of Team Imposters, are trying to give some damage to the players of Team Seal, who were trying to rotate into the zone. In fact, if we have a look at the map, I think the players are holding on to the edge. They were at the center in the initial first zone, but now they are trying to hold on to the edge. Many of the squads are at the edge, just like the squad of Team Imposters GG, Imperial GG, I'm really very sorry, Imperial GG, and Team Nepal Esports and Team Melbourne IND as well. They are holding on to the edge. And if we talk of Team Seal, the last match didn't go that well, but this team has got the potential, has got the caliber. Let's see, they are going for a safer or passive gameplay. Till now, they are holding on to the edge. They are in a 2v or a 3v1 split. I think they are in a 3v1 split. Their solo player, Erangel, is all the way towards at the northern side of the El Pozo, and he needs to be very careful because there's another squad waiting. But Team From Hell Esports, Godless, is taking down the players of Team Black. Sneak has already been knocked out, but I see only 2 players of Team From Hell Esports, and a third player is also just reuniting with them. Let's see if they directly charge in towards the compound of Team Black, because they have managed to get that one initial knock.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, we can see those bolt actions being hurled over. And, well, it does pack a lot of sound and a lot of power. But you need to be precise. And with the current meta, players rather are, more focused on DMR. And with the aggression that we've seen in the Indian regions, in the South Asian and the Pakistan region, I guess DMRs are definitely the weapons of the hour. But players from Team Paradox OCE, well, the second circle has kind of started ticking in already, and they have to make themselves present inside the zone. And there you go. There you go. I knew this was going to happen, and the new circle has been formed, and it's just onto its western side. And now that COSMONAUT have heard me, they did take the king of the hill, and now they are going to dominate. I mean, this is their game. If they play their cards right, a chicken dinner is definitely inevitable for them.
Yes, they can definitely go for that chicken dinner because they are having a good positioning. The only top hill in the Carterfield area, they are having a good hold of it. If they continue to hold on to it and not get much damage, I think they can definitely have that chicken dinner. But one of their player, Blancos, is down on his knees. The players of Team Beer have managed to take him down. Let's see if a revival is coming in. But no, the revival won't be coming in, as the players of Team Beer have managed to finish him off. And Team COSMONAUT is now down to 3-man squad. Another team which is trying to take hold of that hill is going to be the players of Team Imperial GG. So the Team Beer and Team COSMONAUT have to be very careful of that squad as well. And Hill Thompson is trying to give some damage to the players of Team Black, who are trying to rotate into the zone. But COSMONAUT Beast will be taking down Godless over there. The revive should be coming in any minute, but Team COSMONAUT has got that advantage of their height. Thompson is trying to pop in some smokes over there and provide some cover to his teammates so that the revival should be coming in. But Team COSMONAUT, they have to play their cards right. They can easily take down Thompson as well, but there is a slight rich cover, I think.
Yeah, there certainly is, but Shante will be getting that vehicle exploded onto its players of Dynamic Gaming, and now they are in a whole world of trouble, losing out on a few players. That's definitely gonna hurt. But Blancos being eliminated. Oh my goodness, the players of BlackTeamMongolia are being hammered down by the players of Imperial GG. And well, Mosket from Team Bear, he looks to be engaging against the players of Team Black, and he's on the receiving end. Action did spot him out in the open. He had no cover. He was caught out with his pants down and has been taken down. But Dominga, oh my goodness, the barrage of grenades coming in over there. Somehow he still survives. And Kayla, how does he do it? And there you go. Ego taking down Chante, but well, Action going in for the second knock. Ambition has been knocked down, but the players are pushing in. Dominga also will be on the receiving end. Now this is hell breaking loose for the players of Team Bear. Just that one player surviving. What are they gonna do? Kayla will confirm all those kills, but Team Battalion 5, well, now is the time that they can lob a few grenades and actually make that push, because they have kind of outnumbered the players of Team Dynamic Gaming and just can push and end things down, get that squad wipe, get those kill points. But no, they are not doing that. They are, however, trying to push in, but I think that's too late. But Arimun, he is actually fighting it out, but not for long. And there you go, Team Beer also being eliminated. And it's so far being a tough day for them.
Yes, it has been a tough day for them, and Team Battalion 5, they are definitely going to charge in towards the players of Team Dynamic Gaming. They are in a hell lot of trouble because they are outnumbered, and Jerry is been knocked out right at the top of that mountain. Team Battalion 5 has to finish these two players and give revive to his teammate again. And let's see how that is going to happen. Enek is trying to close in towards the players of Team Dynamic Gaming, and Jerry will be finishing him off as well. But Team Battalion 5, they have to give the revive to their teammate who has been knocked out. And Team Imperial GG happens is trying to give some damage to the player rotating through that buggy. Let's see if he does manage to give him that much damage, but no, I think he's safe as of now. He has managed to find some cover, and Team Imperial GG is also having a good height advantage in their favor. In front of them is going to be the squad of Team Black Mongolia hiding besides that rock. I think they have managed to spot him out thanks to that smoke which they have popped in, and Happens is trying to use that mini to give some damage to the players. Let's see if he manages to take down one of the players from Team Black Mongolia.
Yeah, absolutely. And the players of Imperial have taken the high ground over here. They've got 2 kills for themselves, so they're looking confident. And this might just be the game that they are searching for since quite a long time. But have managed to spot down the players from Team Black Mongolia, Ryzen and Shania. They are trying to get in. They've deployed the smokes in. And this is going to be a tough time. And Happens manages to find Shania, will knock him down with his Mini 14 and instantly gets the kill. Oh my goodness, it has been stolen by Kader from Team Seal. But the players of Team Hell, that is White, is guns blazing onto the players of Battalion 5. And there you go. He'll just blow up that vehicle. And 2 of the players are instantly melted into gold, whatever you call it. They just thrown back into the lobby. And Happens still continuing that spray, getting a few kills for himself. Let's see what is going to happen right now.
Yes, let's see what is going to happen, because Happen is performing really well right now. Team Seal, just look at their position. They are having an upper hand. When it comes to the height advantage, there are grenades popping in from Team Seal Kunbe. Let's see if he manages to take 1 or 2 knocks from Team Imperial GT. On the other hand, Black Action will be taking down the players of Team Melbourne IND as 2 of their players are down on their knees. Let's see, a revival should be coming in, but no, I don't think Kunbe will be letting that happen, as he's trying to get some damage to Batman from Team Imperial GT. Team Imperial is just trying somehow to take knocks or survive, not overexpose themselves, but the players of Team Seal, the 2 of those players have rotated very well, and I think they can backstab the players of Team Imperial GT. But on the other hand, Black Action is rushing towards the squad of Melbourne IND, manages to take down one of the other player. On the other hand, Team Seal is taking down Happens from Team Imperial, and another player as well. Happens has been finished off. Black Action is running towards the last remaining player of Melbourne IND, as he just eliminated 3 of the remaining players of Melbourne IND. That is the last man standing from that team. Black Action, he was on a total domination right now. On the other hand, Team Imperial is also in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. He is definitely going to be in a lot of trouble, in fact, to be honest, because Black Team, they are getting kills after kills. 7 kills already. They are looking so promising. Action has gotten 5 of them, and Sneaks, we know this lad is capable of a lot more, and with his bolt action, I certainly think that he's going to change things around. But with the circle taking that final curveball down the lines, and the teams, in fact, Team Hype can have a good chance in getting a chicken dinner in this game. But Black Team Mongolia, with that, have been eliminated. And Erangel is trying to spot down the players of Team Hype. And the moment he does, he is definitely going to take a few shots. But that killer spraying down his M4 into perfection, trying to damage that vehicle. And that's good tracking. That's good tracking. But it's just too far. So the shots won't connect. But Legend will take down Batman, and Imperial GG bite the dust with that.
Yes, and with that, Team Imperial has been eliminated, and that is not something very good they had anticipated. Team Melbourne IND, the last remaining player, has also been finished off, and Melbourne IND also got eliminated. Team Black is looking pretty good. They have all their 4 players without any casualty. They have managed to get 7 or 8 kills in their favor, and Team Hell as well. They are being little passive today. This is not the Team Hell which we have seen, but they are still in a very safe spot. But this is not the team from Hell Esports we are used to seeing. They have got their expectations. We have got our expectations very high from this squad. Goddess was trying to spray down the players of Nepal Esports. Akash did get that knock. He got knocked out, but not because of that spray. I think because of that vehicle, and his vehicle got blasted, and Akash has been finished off from Team Nepal Esports. Team C is still having that upper hand, that upper hill advantage in their favor, and Team VelociRaptors are trying to spray down the players of Team Black, and Black Action has been knocked out by the players of COSMONAUT.
Yeah, certainly, but right now, the players from Team Hell, they've gone berserk. And Godless and White, they are gonna stop at nothing over there. They are engaging against the winners of the last game, that is Nepal Esports, but will be taken down from elsewhere. And oh my goodness, that is definitely gonna hurt. But it all comes down to the Godless, who is a god himself, in fact. And the grenades are being cooked over there. One grenade might change things around, and there you go. Will manage to even save his teammate White. Oh my goodness, Godless, you beauty. Not only did he manage to wipe out their entire squad, he also managed to save his teammate in the right nick of time. But right now, the players of Team Seal, they're playing on the western side over here. They're still inside the circle. The fifth circle is starting to close in. Have spotted down the players of VelociRaptors. VelociRaptors have finally made themselves present in the top 5, but can they seal the deal? That is definitely gonna be the million-dollar question over here.
Yes, that is going to be the million-dollar question. For now, Team Seal is in a tricky spot. They are not in one of the safest position. They are in a tricky spot because there is a squad right in front of them. That is going to be the Team Hype. But from the backside, Team VelociRaptors are also rotating. Team Hype have managed to spot out the players of Team FROMHEAVEN Esports. Let's see if they manage to take 1 or 2 knock in their favor. Team Seal is still holding Hell Godless, making use of that AWM, manages to take down Hype Turtle, and Team VelociRaptors MF will be taking down the players of Team COSMONAUT. Beast has been knocked out beyond doubt. That perfect grenade will be taking down Trouble with that grenade, and Team COSMONAUT is not looking good at all. They are pinned down besides that stone, and there's another grenade coming in from FF. Team COSMONAUT, let's see how they manages to survive, and no, they won't be surviving as they will be getting eliminated at the 5th position. On the other hand, Team Hype Gentleman is trying to blow off is trying to get that cover, but no, Team Seal players will be blowing off his vehicle, and he has also been finished off by the players of Team Seal.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, the players of Team Seal have to get themselves inside the circle, and the players from Team Hell are the ones that have already made their way in. Now we just have 4 teams remaining. Godless manages to find out Venom over there. Will instantly the kill gets stolen, and Godless does manage to knock down Ruka, but Khubne will be spotting out the last player of Team Hype, and well, with that, they are history over there. But Godang does manage to find the big fish. White has been taken down. Now Godless has to try and go in for the revive, but no, the revivals are definitely not gonna come in. The Godless will still try to survive for as long as he can. But VelociRaptors, this might certainly be their game. 5 kills already, and all they have to do is just take down Godless, which is a pretty easy job. He's just one player surviving. Does not matter he has an arm, does not matter he's a ruthless killer. He still that's that one player surviving. If Team Seal and Team VelociRaptors play their cards right, maybe the team from Hell might just get eliminated from the lobby right now. But the players from Team Seal and Team VelociRaptor still have a possibility to face amongst each other, and maybe Godless can get the better out of the situation. But oh my goodness, I think White is trying to be revived. The passing smokes have been deployed, and Godang will get that kill confirmed on White. He realized what really is happening, but right now a fight has already started between the players of VelociRaptors and Team Seal.
Yes, the fight has already started, and one of the player of Team VelociRaptors has already been knocked out, and Kunbe is cooking that grenade. That grenade can do a lot of damage. Godless is trying to third party and take one of the player of Team VelociRaptors down, but Godless has been spotted out. Kunbe will be making use of that M24 to take down Godless, but he is in cover. He is not peeking too much, and he manages to take down one of the player from Team Seal. Seal Ankle has been knocked out by Godless, and Godless is looking good. He has already gotten 9 kills in his favor, and if he manages to finish off Ankle over there, I think he'll be having 10 kills in his name, in his team's name. Let's see, but he needs to go to the safe zone, and he has to move out in the open field area. Team Seal Kunbe has already spotted him down, and he will be getting finished off by the players of Team VelociRaptors, and Team FROMHEAVEN Esports just got eliminated at the 3rd position. VelociRaptors versus Team Seal. Let's see who is going to get this chicken dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And those Molotovs were coming in, but was just a bit too far. And Khubne, oh my goodness, he is trying to spray things down. And Team Seal are in a certain disadvantage because they are on the lower grounds. VelociRaptors look to finally seal the deal, get themselves a chicken dinner. And a few more grenades lobbed into the perfect direction can dish out a lot of damage. But the players of Team VelociRaptors, as visible, they are kind of splitting up. And well, it's a 2v2 form. It's a 2-2 split. And right now, 2 players are up ahead, kind of on the king of the hill spot. But there you go, the first knock coming in, and one of their players already been taken down. This is a sign where you need to push. Wall is still trying to hold on to his ankles, and did manage to take down one of the players, but he's still the last member surviving, and he will be taken down. And with that, VelociRaptor, they finally have managed to get their winner chicken dinner, and what an outing from these lads.
Yes, what an outing. And this is the VelociRaptors we saw last time.
Yep.
They initially had that split drop, but the way they reunited, took hold of that hill, eliminated the plus of Team Seal. I think that was amazing. Chicken dinner with an amazing kills.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this was a long time coming, you know. They were looking really shabby. If a few more mistakes would have been committed, they could have been eliminated from this PMCO. But now they are looking to be in a very good position. Well, talking about how they are playing, and the MVP, we have the VelociRaptors, C47 with 7 kills and 639 damage. Survival time of 23 minutes 51 seconds and 8 kilometers of distance traveled.
Yes, 8 kilometers distance travel. I think VelociRaptors, they were pushed. They pushed when they were pushing on Team Seal. That was a very coordinated. 2 of the players flanked from the right side. 2 were at the top hill distracting the 2 players. I think that was an amazing move the team VelociRaptors did, and they are coming back. They are stepping up. I want to see at their position in the leaderboard also, and I want to see the total number of the kills as well. That how many kills they managed to get.
Yeah, absolutely. That we will get to know in just a bit while. But, you know, talking about the Miramar that happened, it was kind of expected, kind of anticipated. But right now, let's take a look at the top 5 players that are going to be joining C47 over there. And there you have it. Action, Godless, White, and Wale. All the players, all the big guns have got themselves cemented in the top 5 players of this match. And, well, Team Black, we thought that they might just be really good, and they were. But still, they could not really get the chicken dinner, and either of us did not win. So we just have to eat our own burgers, and that hurts. That hurts when you have to pay for it. But yeah, you have to do that. But right now, as we move on with the games of Miramar ending over there, so it's just that one map, Vikendi. It's just that one last time you get to try things out. You gotta try it, you know, you tend to play around because after this you won't be facing this team anymore. The groups will be changed, and a lot of things will definitely happen. But Shadow, what do you think? What was the winning factor for VelociRaptors? Was it the high ground advantage, or was it that good synergy amongst their teammates that won them the game?
It was both. They had the height advantage, but we have seen teams having height advantage, numbers advantage, still get early elimination if you don't have that good synergy. I think the way the synergy, they were having a very coordinated push towards the teams. They didn't just like blindly rush in towards the squad, but no, they were good in their synergy, in their position. That is why they are having this chicken dinner. But first, let's have a look at the match summary.
Yeah, absolutely. The match summary. 136 smokes and grenades. I kind of expect something around 200 in Miramar, to be honest, but considering one of the teams were not playing, and the meta is different over here, so it's something that we can live with. And total knocks and total kills 48. You know, look at the numbers. It's so less, which clearly means how many players died off to the wrath of the circle. And 4 grenade kills, 2 airdrops were looted. That was good. That's good stat. But headshot numbers, I wish I could have seen a bit more. You know, all those bolt action getting used, and all those DMRs also coming into play. So numbers, I kind of expected it to be a bit more. But overall, the statistics, apart from the grenade kills, everything was on the downside.
Yes, everything was on the downside. I want to see vehicle kills in the next match. We have been seeing 0 vehicle kills from a very long time. Since this is the last match, I want the teams to just go all the way in. You make use of those vehicles and just have the knocks and the kills from the vehicle. That would be something interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that would really be interesting. But right now, let's take a look at the map standings and see how the teams have paired off. And we start off with VelociRaptor, 10 kill chicken dinner, 30 points from 1 game. Seal Esports, they played very well as well. 7 kills and 21 points from Hell Esports, being placed on the 3rd position on 19 points, and so on. It kind of reduces down. and Team Hype. Well, there was one point where we were certain that they might get the chicken dinner, and that is where they kind of totally messed things up. They were caught out of boozy, they were trying to overextend during the fights, and had to deal with the wrath of the players from Team From Hell Esports.
Yes, that definitely did. And they had a good positioning in the zone at that point of time. They had a good opportunity, but they couldn't capitalize on that. But another team that performed really well has to be Black Team. Just look at their kill points. They got 8 kills, but they lacked because of their position points. Still, they are in a safe zone. But the teams which are not in the safe spot are Team Dynamic Gaming. Again, an early exit. Paradox OCE with just 1.0 kill points. Black Team Mongolia. I had expectations from this team after the last match, but they stand at the 12th position with a total of 2 points. Team Beer is also falling out. They are the 11th position with total 2 points, among which 1 is a kill point only.
I mean, well, another thing that we could spot over there was just 14 teams playing. So those initial games were kind of slow, and that's the reason why, you know, so less smokes and grenades were used, so less knocks and kills out there. So that kind of justifies this. But right now, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see how things have fared off for all these teams and where they stand. And From Hell Esports, well, no doubts over there. They are taking a good lead, 231 points already. Zeus Esports on the 2nd position, but can Team Black tussle them over? And since they just have that one game remaining, From Heaven, they were consistent as well. Team 8-Bit, NPJ, Seal Esport, Extra Esport, all these teams have been playing amazing.
Yes, they have been playing amazing, and they are in a safe spot. They are definitely making it to the semi-finals. I'm sorry, they are making it to the semi-finals. No other team is touching their spot. We might see a little up and down, but they are definitely going to be in the semi-finale. And these teams as well. Team COSMONAUT has been playing really well today. Team Hype, they are also trying to step up, but the last match didn't go that well for this team. And on the other hand, VelociRaptors, they are really stepping up. They are at the 16th position with a total of 97 points, and Nepal Esports as well. These two teams have been performing really well today. Nepal Esports at 12th position with a total of 105 points.
Yeah, absolutely. VelociRaptor, I think that one chicken dinner was much needed, because now they are in a cushion. They are sitting in a soft spot. Well, but for the teams that are struggling over here, you know, that's going to be a very, very tough time for them. And Battalion 5, well, it's not too far. It's not too far. If they kind of keep those consistent games coming, they can look promising. MELBOURNEIND, however, they have to get at least 4 or 5 points in the next game to at least make themselves sure that they are qualifying. You know, kind of try to cement their position into the semi-finals. But these are the teams, well, they are going to have a tough time. And Team MT, I really thought, you know, they would show up, but they have also been a spoiled spot today. So they have not also played all their matches.
Yes, they have also not played all their matches. If they had played and had performed a little better, not at some amazing performance, we might have seen them in the top 24 as well. But that was really shocking, teams not showing up. Maybe some issue, or we don't know. But let's hope the next time when they come, they performed really well.
Absolutely. But with that being said, we will be going out for a short little break. And on the other side of the break, we will be having the final map of Vikendi. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the PUBG Mobile Club Open First Split 2020, where we are casting the wildcard region and the group stages are on. And today, the teams from Group B and Group D are engaging amongst each other, and we have casted 3 games so far. And this is the last game, the last map of Vikendi. And let's not delay any longer and just head away straight into the frozen tundras. And there you go, the flight path trajectory from Miramar to eSPORT. So, Shadow, quick prediction, where is the final circle going to go?
I want the circle to go towards Podvo or Peshkova side. I want the teams to rotate a little bit further, but I think it is going somewhere near Mount Krisnik. If we see a centralish circle, first zone, I think. First zone can go towards Mount Krisnik, but we will have to see. Let's see the teams where they will be going. I can already see Team Dynamic Gaming going towards Winery or Hot Springs. We'll have to see that in a short few seconds if either they are going towards Winery or Cantra.
Yeah, we certainly have to see that. But right now, as I'm actually waiting for the circle. We have been seeing kind of a mixture between drastic drops and those good drops. Sorry, the drastic circles and the good circles. But there you talk about drastic circles goes all the way up to eSPORT. And let's see how the teams are gonna handle the situation, how they are gonna rotate around. It will be a tough time for the players of Team Seal and Team Dynamic Gaming to make those rotations coming in. If they, however, try to rotate from the eastern side and go all the way up north and rotate from Cosmodrome, that can be a good rotation. But let's see how they want to do. And well, the players of Team Battalion 5, they are in Villa. The players from Team From Hell, they are somewhere between Goroka over there and Dobromesto. So eyes will definitely be on them, and let's see if they can finally get one chicken dinner in the day.
Yes, let's see if they finally get that one chicken dinner, because I think they can get that. They have the capability, they have the caliber, but let's see how things turn out for this team. But if we talk about an early fight, I think in Port also we can expect an early fight, because Team Empty, who has already been dropped in at Port, and another squad that is going to be contesting them is going to be the squad of Team Melbourne IND. There's a possibility of early fight. If we talk about Team Battalion 5, they are looting away the compounds of Villa. No other team is there to contest them. They can safely loot around but they have to be careful, because the teams from the southern side will be rotating. One of those teams is going to be Team BlackMongolia, and if we look at Cobra, he's looking pretty good. He just needs a helmet, and I think he's good to go.
He's got a TV set. I mean, that might just be even stronger than a helmet over there. You never know. You never know with what material that TV set is built upon. And I remember this is the first anniversary set collection, and that was pretty dope in the Royal Pass. But right now, the players of Team Battalion 5, well, they are chilling and looting around the Villa area with nothing really much to worry about. But Shadow, let's talk about guns. Let's talk about weapons. And you know, when it's Vikendi, I really get excited about seeing MP5K in action. So what do you really feel about that weapon?
I think it's like you have all said that in the previous matches as well, that it's a replacement of Uzi. I think Uzi and MP5K, they are one of the best guns in the close range weapon, and I think that can happen. With MP5K plus can deal with a lot of damage in the close range fight. I think it's almost unbeatable, because there is no recoil. You are not going to miss your shots. Just place few of the shots on the head and you're good to go. You can easily take down your enemy with an AKM or an M762 as well.
Yeah, and right now, let's see the players of Team Melbourne IND. Well, this is a team, like we mentioned earlier, has got those position points. They know how to get in the final circles. But the kill department is something that they can really work on. And I just hope they manage to qualify into the next round, because if they do not, that would be a heartbreak. But the players of Team Battalion 5, they are still looting in the Villa area. Nothing really much to worry about. They'll find their vehicles, but a lot of teams have started clustering around Team MT Esports, who did not play the last game, and now they are having the best, favor in for the circle. It's right at Port, and they are looking really good. Now, what we know is going to happen is that the circle is going to take the shifts quite evenly without no trouble to anyone. So all these teams will be looting in their happy time. They'll take their own good time and just kind of loot off and have those vehicles try to coexist amongst each other. Krichas is still up for grabs. Cosmodrome has been taken by the team Cosmonaut, living up to their name. But other players have to try to take that route, and they have to be very, very careful with it.
Yes, they definitely have to be very, very careful. And if we talk about Team Empty, they missed out on a few of the matches. Now they are playing 3-man squad. Let's see how they perform in this match, because this is a very crucial match for this team. They have to make it to in the top of the leaderboard to qualify for the next round. But the team that is going to be giving them trouble is going to be the Team Beer, because Ariamunam has already spotted out. I think he has some hint that there is already a squad, but he's walking away in the open area. That might be troublesome for him. He has to be very careful, because if the players of Team Empty spot him out, will be getting knocked out and finished off as well. We'll have to see that, but I think he is aiming for that vehicle or something. But now I think he has heard the footsteps. He didn't knew that there is a squad. Now that he heard the footsteps, he knows there is a squad, and he's taking some damage as well. But his teammates are providing that backline support, and he does manage to take that vehicle from the front of the Team Empty. But Team Empty Cortes has already spotted him out. Let's see if he tries to give some damage to him, but he's already low on HP. I think they are safe. Team Beer is safe as of now. Ambition will be taking down Cortes over there, who was caught off guard in the open field area. But Ambition has to be very careful, but Ambition will also get taken down by Sor Nico.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, the revives will come in. And despite the fact that they are a 3-man squad, Ambition going down, the teammates have to rush in, hurry up, because you need all your players on all full cylinders to be playing out for you. And that is where Bugatti, okay, this lad has got balls of steel. He knows that one of his teammates was down. He does not care. He wants to go all in. He wants to go aggressive and end things around. This time we still have 15 teams in the lobby. I just saw one team with just those 2 players. And I do not know if the points will be calculated, because you need minimum 3 players to be playing. So let's see how things are gonna shape out for that particular team. But Bugatti managing to spot down Moskin will instantly want to secure that kill. But no, overextensions might be costly, and he does retaliate in the right nick of time. But oh my good lord, Arimun manages to find out that knock.
Yes, he does manage to find out that knock. Nico will try to take him down. He did try to give some damage to Ambition, but I think Nico will be going in for that revival, because revival is very crucial. His teammate is bleeding out, and Aruneman is trying to confirm his kill, and Team Empty might be retreating from this fight, because there is no chance in the hell to give the revive to Bugatti over there, and they are already outnumbered. Team Empty players are already outnumbered. On the other hand, Team Black is finishing off the players of Team Imperial GG, and they have managed to knock out Ray and Batman, and Ray and Batman will be finished off. In fact, all the players will be finished off, and Team Imperial will be the first team to get eliminated in this match at the 15th position.
Yeah, absolutely. And Team Beer are kind of pushing away the players of the team Empty over there. And right now we just have to see members of Team Black. They have also come close in. They have taken a bit of damage over there, but nothing really much to worry about. They're still in their own safe space. But Team Beer will definitely want to go all in and take down the players of Team Empty and just finish them off. And Cobras will mind that. Oh my goodness, the knocks are coming in onto the players of Team Hell, and one after the other, everyone is just getting taken down. Godless, he has also been wiped out, and I would love to see what is going on. And Team Battalion 5 taking out of the players of Team From Hell. That's a shocker. And Thompson also goes down, and what a sight to behold. From Hell Esports get eliminated on the 14th position.
Yes, they did get eliminated at the 14th position. This is not something we expected from Team From Hell Esports, but maybe something was not good for that team in this match. It was just a bad luck or something. But anyway, they are still in a good spot. They are leading in the leaderboard. Even an early exit is not going to harm that team. But Team Beard Dominica is just at that rooftop. He has already spotted all the players of Team Black. And I think they are just waiting for the players to come out in the open area. And then they will be landing those perfect shots to take down the players of Team Black. I think they can manage to get 1 or 2 knocks easily if they just be patient, hold on to their position, try not to get spotted, and when the players of Team Black move out in the open or go for that vehicle or the boat, or if they are choosing the waterways, then they can easily take them down. And yes, that is the moment they were waiting for. The players Beer were waiting for. Two of the players are out in the open, and a spray should be coming in any minute from the players of Team Beer, and there comes the spray. But no, there is a broken wall cover, and Black Killer will manage to take down Dominica. That was a perfect reflex coming in from Killer, and he does manage to take down Dominica. And I think another player from Team Black has also gotten some damage. He'll be going for that revival, and I think Dominica will get an easy revival. But the players of Team Beer are outnumbered because they are spread out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be very, very instrumental. Either they find better angles, or they just kind of mess up and just get kicked out from the lobby. But right now, the members of Team Seal have spotted down the players of Nepal Esports, and Erangel, he is kind of giving them that painful death. The moment the players sit in their cars, and they'll just realize it's got no tires, and how are we going to move? But if you take a look at how the circle is right now, all the players are rotating around. All the players have kind of surrounded Nepal Esports. Now this is going to be a very, very tough time. Kubne, he's taken a lot of damage over there, but he will be popping off the first aid and just waiting for that one good knock, and Team Seal will just go charging in and wipe out the entire squad of Nepal Esports.
Yes, they might do that. They might charge in and wipe out the whole squad, but that has to be very calculated push. They can't just blindly rush in. They are waiting for that initial knock, like you said, and if that initial knock is coming in, they are in a good spot. They have a good formation. They can manage to take down the players of Team Nepal Esports. But Team Nepal has been performing really well today. They managed to get a chicken dinner in their favor, so Team Nepal is also in a good form. Let's see how this fight turns out. If we talk about Ankle, he has got an SLR, which is, I think, one of your favorite DMR, and I think a lot of damage can be given with that. And if we talk about Black Action, he is at the rooftop, already spotted all the players of Team Beer. He did manage to give a lot of damage to Beer Dominica, but I think he will heal up. He'll be again back in the game. He's at 50 HP. I think he can heal up pretty easily. And let's see what is going to be the next move of Team Black.
Yeah, we certainly have to see what they intend to do next. But right now, the players of Team Seal are still in an engagement with players of Nepal Esports. Haley has managed to spot out Arimon, did dish a lot of damage, but instantly will back off and get back into cover. And this entire process of dishing out damage, then just backing off, it kind of tends to ruin your players or opponents' vests and helmets, and kind of forces out their healing. So in a point, in a way, it's good. It's good if you're aiming for the long run. But oh my goodness, Chungi, he's taking a chunk of damage over there. As we see a few knocks here and there, but right now, the players of Team Seal. Well, one thing I really have to point out, that is the players are too much in the open. And now Ankle has also been taken down, and they are being punished. But if they find some cover and they kind of tend to fight, I would say that would be a better outing. But players of Team MELBOURNEIND finally have managed to go down onto it. The players of VelociRaptors. But hey, MF will also be retaliating, will also be responding, and will get one of Team MELBOURNEIND's players as well.
Yes, they can get one of the Team Melbourne IND players, but Team Melbourne IND Gabbar has already been picked off, and one more player will be picked off by the players of Team VelociRaptor. Schoolboy has been knocked out by C47, and Team Melbourne IND is not looking good, but they have lost one of their players. Another player is down on his knees. There are just two men remaining from Melbourne IND, and C47 from VelociRaptors is just trying to push in towards them, and I think he can spot the players in the open field area as well. On the other hand, C47 has to be very careful of not getting the damage, and Coolboy just got finished off. Sambu God has already been finished off, and Team Melbourne IND is not looking good at all.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not looking good at all right now. But, well, if you talk about Team Seal, they asked, it's all coming down to wall. I do not know if they are aware of their position, but, well, Melbourne IND, they've been eliminated. And Wall, he is holding on, and somewhere down the line, Nikesh or Sarkar do realize that there is one player over here. So if your position has been given out, just change your posi. Just go somewhere else, because the only point that you are in a flank position is that you believe the teams do not know where you are, and your teammates are very much reliant on you to pick up those knocks. But if your position is given away, then just try to take another position, retreat from there, because you are not gonna kind of contribute to the fight in any manner. But well, I'm still waiting for the deadlock to be broken over here, for that one knock before the players of Team Seal or the players of Team Nepal kind of capitalize and push on and win this fight.
Yes, we'll have to see how they manage to get that one knock. I think Team Seal, Uncle, he is in a pretty good spot. If the players of Team Nepal Esports, but they have an idea. They know there is a squad nearby them. So they are not going to take any risk. They are not going to come out in the open area. They are going to hold on to that compound for as long as possible. But they have to be very careful of the positioning of Vale. And on the other hand, if we talk about the players of Team Paradox OCE, who are trying to enter into the zone, they might face Team COSMONAUT right in front of them, who can gatekeep them, because I think Paradox OC has no idea there is already a squad. But I think Team COSMONAUT is also rotating towards the center of the zone from Zabava, or they are just going in for that airdrop.
Yeah, certainly they are going over there. But if you have the players of Team Battalion 5, they are kind of sitting dead smack in the center. And after this, we might get to see a huge drastic shift, maybe towards the western side. I love that, because all the teams will be fighting amongst each other in the eastern side. But now what we can see is dynamic aiming. They might just get into an engagement with some or the other team, and Imperial GG, they have been eliminated. Wale will finally find Nikesh out there, but the question still remains, is he gonna commit? Because by the looks of it, he got that knock, instantly backed off, trying to get a better position. So now even Team Seal, they have to make sure that they get inside the circle and they get inside fast, because by the looks of it, they do not seem to have vehicles for themselves. And well, they have brought down a few players. Toxic has been already knocked out by Wale. Still one other player remains. Shaka will obviously try to revive him, but the third circle is starting to close in, and you can still revive outside the third circle, but you have to be very careful. And Circa, oh my goodness, that burst knock definitely coming out, but Circa will instantly be taken down. No, Seal Wale actually survives on a sliver of HP.
Yes, he did survive on a very low HP and he has managed to heal up himself. But Nikesh, he has to be very careful. Two of his teammates are down. Let's see how they manage to give revive to their teammates. And Team Seal, I think they should be prioritizing the zone. Or if they are going to confirm their kills, we'll have to see that, because one more player is already down. And Seal Ankle will be finishing off Nikesh as well. And Junkie, he's the last man remaining. And Team Seal players are just rushing in towards him. Junkie does manage to take Kunpe down from Team Seal. Seal Wale will be taking down. No! Seal Wale has already been knocked out by Junkie, who was at the very low HP. Is there a clutch coming in?
I mean, it is possible, but no, Kader will not let that happen. Had he got a bit more HP over there, or if he would have kind of popped up a first aid, things could have been otherwise. But Uzi in close range and you barely on 20%, you know, the odds are very, very less. But Team Hype, they have lost out on their danger man, Gurkha YT, early on onto the game. And now it all comes down to Venom, Turtle and Gentleman. And all these three players have a lot of potential, have proven themselves in the past. But Team Hype, I really want to see them getting a chicken dinner. It's long due, man. And it kind of hurts, you know, knowing these players for so long, casting them while they were in their budding phases. And I feel glad to see, I have to see them coming so far, you know, playing PMCOs from different regions and also putting their hearts out. So this is one team that is very, very closely attached with me, but you know, but somewhere down the line, like we've always mentioned, Shadow, continuous roster changes are definitely going to affect your synergy. But with that, the third airdrop comes in, and AUG, it's like, you know, why do you have an AUG in Vikendi? You already got G36C for that, and it's kind of a luxury that the players, if really want to go for it, can go for it. But for me, I still would like to stick with my G36C.
I think players in Vikendi tries for that spray, one of the spray gun and another SMG for the close range, because that is the most preferred combination, or a DMR and a G360 or M416. Let's see if anybody goes for that AUG or not. I personally would go for an M416, be it any map. I would go for an M416. And Hype Turtle over here, he has got an Uzi, level 3 gears, 4 first aids, and by looking at the first aids, I think teams are also prepping up for that heal battle, which we see most of the times in a map like Vikendi, because the zone can shift anywhere, there is a chance you will have to go for that heal battle. And every team, just look at the number of first aids. They are having an ample number of first aids, 4 or 5 first aids. Battalion 5 NEC is also having 3 first aids. His teammates are also having 4 first aids each. So there's a possibility of seeing a heal battle as well.
Yeah, there is absolutely a possibility, but we'll have to see how things are gonna shape out. But right now, as things are over here, we can see C47, peppering down a few bullets with his Bison. So, Shadow, what do you feel about the Bison as a weapon?
Bison, I personally don't like. I would go for an MP5K or an Uzi if I can get my hands on. If I've got no other option, then only I would go for a Bison. Let's see why he has Bison. I don't know. Maybe it is one of his favorite guns, but I don't think. I think an Uzi or an MP5K can deal with a lot, can give a lot of damage because of the fire rate as well. They have got an amazing fire rate, but I'm not so sure about PP Bison.
I kind of don't like it either because I certainly, when I hold this weapon, I feel like I'm holding just a bigger brother of Scorpion, right? In terms of damage, well, rate of fire is pretty good, but the damage kind of fades off somewhere down the line. But it really comes down when you have to spray and pray those enemies that you have. But VelociRaptor, after the chicken dinner, they've been looking promising. They've been looking good. 2 kills already, dishing out a lot of damage onto its players. But this one more game, if they manage to get a back-to-back, it's gonna cement their way, and they will be going to the semi-finals on a good note. But with that being said, Mary from Team Paradox OCE has managed to find Scourge over there and is knocked right out in the open, and the rest of the teammates have to go in cover and have to do it fast because the circle is gonna come out anytime soon, and it's just 20 seconds remaining. So let's see what happens.
Yes, let's see what happens with Team Paradox OC. They do have an height advantage. They have spotted on the players of Team Dynamic Gaming. Let's see, they are going to wait and go for those kills. But Team Dynamic Gaming and Team Beer, just look at the position of Team Beer. They have spotted on Prowl from Team COSMONAUT. And I think Team COSMONAUT is in a hell lot of trouble. If the players of Team Empty also spots them down, then there is a possibility of being sandwiched between Team Empty and Team Beer. COSMONAUT has to be very careful. They have to take fight at one side or just try not to get spotted by the players of Team Empty. Let's see what is going to be their next move. Team Beer, on the other hand, they have a good hold of that compound, but Cortex will be taking down the players of Team Black, and Whisper is trying to cook in some grenade over here. Let's see, a Lotus Smoke he has just popped in, and Beer Mosquito will be taking down Mary with that grenade. Team Paradox OC, one player is down. Carnage has to heal up really fast. He's just holding on to that compound, and Team Beer is just right in the same compound. Let's see how this fight turns out. Team COSMONAUT players are also not looking very good because 2 of their players are down. They have been knocked down. Let's see how Prowl and Gil manages to revive them. Dynamic Gaming players, Scrooge has been knocked out because of a vehicle blast. VelociRaptors, Hey MF has also been knocked out, and Prowl has already been knocked out by Cortex of Team Empty. Team Empty is taking a brilliant 2v4 fight with the players of Team COSMONAUT, and they have managed to eliminate this team at the 11th position.
Yeah, absolutely. And COSMONAUT, well, they've had their good matches in the earlier stages, but right now kind of are messing things up. They played those couple of games earlier just recasted. They were phenomenal, but now they got taken down really early. But as the circle has taken a curveball, like we mentioned, towards the western side, a lot of teams are clustered on the eastern side, and well, BlackTeamMongolia, the last player, also being taken down. With that, they are done so. But Black Action will find out the players of Team Empty. Nico has been knocked out. Kader will get that knock on Bunty and will instantly finish things off. VelociRaptors, they are in a whole world of trouble. Godang also being exploded down over here. But Mosquet, he is trying to search. He's been the finest player for his team and has always been on the front lines. And those Molotovs being lobbed by him, and Mary retaliating with a grenade for himself. And we just have to see. Mary, has he spotted down Ambition's flank? Yes, he has, and there is that perfect grenade. If it hits right at the spot, then that's the kind of opening that Team Paradox OC needs.
Yes, that is the opening team Paradox OCE needs. And if we talk about Team Bear, they are also playing patiently. They are holding on to their compound. There's already another squad right in that compound. And Paradox Shred is looking for those knocks from the players of Team Bear. And let's see if he manages to do that. But no, he'll be taken down by the players of Team Bear. Mosket takes him down. Let's see what is going to the next move. Paradox OCE as Mary is also getting some damage from the players of Team Bear. Mosket needs to heal up really fast. Ambition is taking the TPP. He notes the location of the remaining 3 players. He's trying to give some damage to the players. A perfect grenade can get the job done, but a Molotov is being thrown by the Carnage. Let's see if he manages to take down 1 or 2 knock from the players of Team Bear. But no, there is no knock coming in. He has to give revive to Mary as well. And on the other hand, Bear Dominica just got knocked out. Team Dynamic is also trying to do a third party in the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's going to be all pandemonium. Team Empty have also taken the exit over there. But Paradox OC, they have to be very, very careful. Dynamic Gaming, they are watching them out. And Dominica, they have to leave him off. But Ego will find that 1 knock and instantly has to back off. Has to get into his circle for his own safety. And well, by the looks of it, he wants to take those fights. He wants to engage. He knows these are free kills. But at the same time, he is sparking trouble for himself. And oh my goodness, getting on the receiving end. Carnage knows he's about to die. And well, he gets taken down from the play zone.
Yes, he did get taken down the play zone, and Wispa is going for that heal battle, but I think it's too early for a heal battle. He does have 8 and now 7 first aids, but let's see how many points in the position points he can get for his teammates, because I think it's way too early for a heal battle. If he could somehow get his hands on those vehicles, I think he can enter into the zone, but I don't think that is going to be possible. On the other hand, the players of Team Battalion 5 are getting engaged in a fight with the players of Team Bear and Team Dynamic Gaming as well. And Hype Gentlemen just got finished off by the players of Battalion 5, who just barged into their compound and eliminated Team Hype at the 8th position. And Team Bear is also looking pretty good. One of their player, Mosket, is down. They have to be very careful because Team Battalion 5 is right outside their compound.
Yeah, they are certainly right outside, but players of Battalion 5, Jerry managing to take down Ambition, and well, the M249 echoing in the disposal lands over here as oh my goodness, the players eliminating the squad of Team Bear. Battalion 5 is definitely one of those foes to be reckoned with. They had their losses, but it does not really matter. You've made it into the top 5, you've got good number of kills, 9 being this exact specific number, but their troubles are not yet over because Ayak from Team Dynamic Gaming is still alive, and that has been spotted. But hey, MF spotting down Ankle will dish out a lot of damage towards him, but somehow Ankle has managed to escape from the situation. But Kubne, okay, he is going right in the open, and C47 has spotted him down, will be lobbing a grenade. If that connects, then he is gonna be in a lot of trouble. But Kubne, he's cooked his own grenade, so let's see who gets that first knock.
Yes, let's see who gets that first knock, because these grenades are going to be very deadly. C47 is just snaking away in the open area, making use of those smoke covers. I think he wants to charge in and rush towards the plus of Team Seal. He has to try not to get spotted. He is trying to make that cover. Let's see how Team VelociRaptors takes this fight. On the other hand, Seal Ankle is trying to give some damage to the plus of Team VelociRaptors, and I think he can manage to get that 1 knock. He is not overexposing himself, but his teammate Kunbet did manage to finish off both the players of Team VelociRaptors, and Team VelociRaptors just got eliminated at the 5th position. And just look at the zone. I think Team Black is going to be very happy. They are in this zone and they are in a good position.
Yeah, absolutely. The covers being deployed right, the cars being parked in the right directions, the players are kind of well spread out, and the best part, they are all inside the circle, and they are just waiting for all the teams to just close in onto it themselves. And right now, Team Seals, Kubne and Ankle having a good game so far, and well, they have managed to close in, but how long are they gonna protect themselves? Oh my goodness, Anik being spotted over there, has been taken down. He died in the play zone, and still Kubne is persistent on getting the kills for himself. But right now, Ankle, oh my goodness, just look at the sliver of HP that he's surviving on.
Yes, silver of HP, but I think he will heal up. I think Team Seal is performing really well. Just look at the number of kills. They have got 10 kills in their hands, and Team Battalion 5 as well with 9 kills. But Team Battalion 5 players have been spotted by Seal, Ankle, and Cobras just got eliminated. Battalion 5 got eliminated at the 4th position. Now we have 3 squads remaining, and Seal Kunbe will be getting finished off by the players of Team Black. Black Action finished him off, and the last remaining player of Team Seal has to be Seal Ankle. Team Black is looking pretty good. They have got the numbers advantage, and Team Dynamic Gaming solo player is right outside of the safe zone. Let's see if he's going for a heal battle. No, he's trying to enter into the zone. Ankle is trying to get in some knocks from the players of Team Black, but no, that won't be happening. That perfect grenade from Team Black, and Team Black manages to get that chicken dinner by finishing off the last solo player of Team Seal Ankle with that grenade.
Yeah, absolutely. That was coming. Pretty much no rocket science involved over here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Both these teams were struggling to get inside the circle. Team Black had the better of it. They had all their players well positioned. They were just waiting for all these players to come in, and they got those last final kills, and with that the chicken dinner. And Team Black, my oh my, 2 chicken dinners throughout the day. And after this performance, I believe they can rise up to the second spot. But taking a look at the MVP, we have Kubne, 5 kills and 1106 damage. That's insane. 10 kilometers of distance covered, and well, 27 minutes of survival time. Vikendi games are the longest.
Yes, Vikendi games are the longest, but the damage 1106, I think that's a hell lot of a damage. And Kunbe was playing really well from the starting. He was playing really well, and another players which were playing really well are the top 5 players. So let's have a look at the top 5 players of this match of the Vikendi.
Yeah, we have to see, and there you go. We have Action from Team Black. Heli also will be joining the fray. We also have Armin from Team Bear, who was amazing. And Anek, of course, that fight against over there, that kind of was really good. But against Team Bear, in fact, I remember right now, 4 kills, 395 damage. They've been phenomenal. Battalion 5, they've been good today. And Team Bear, somewhere they have been kind of struggling with the consistency. But Team Black and Team Seal, of course, they have been phenomenal. And Team Seal were kind of struggling in those initial games, but now with that good performance, they are good to go.
Yes, they are definitely good to go. And let's have a look at the match summary, that how this match turned out overall. Let's have a look at the number of knocks. That is going to be 57, out of which 49 kills were the confirmed. Total headshots 8, and smokes and nades pretty average 124. There's just one single grenade kill. That was the last kill of Seal Ankle that Team Black got, and 2 airdrops looted and 0 vehicle kills.
Yeah, absolutely. We get to see all those low stats because of one team not playing. That's Team OG, and another team, BlackTeamMongolia, did not have all their players in. So as a result of which, not a lot of things happened. It was still a kind of a pretty slow game of Vikendi, but then during the late mid phases, it kind of got really interesting. But by the time we reached the end phase, it was pretty much sure that Team Black is definitely gonna get the win. But with that, let's take a look at the map standing and how the teams have fared off in Vikendi.
Yes, and Team Black, amazing chicken dinner with amazing 10 kills, is at the top with 30 points. Following it is Team Seal Esports, which is leading in the kill points, 11 kill points and total 25 points. Battalion 5 with a total of 17 points at 3rd position. Dynamic Gaming at 4th position with 12 points. Team Beer at the 5th position with 11 points. And let's see which are going to be the teams which are at the bottom of today's standings. We'll be seeing in a few minutes. And Paradox OCE is at the 7th position. And following the last teams which are at the bottom are Team Imperial GG, Team Melbourne IND, Team Black Mongolia, and Team From Hell Esports. This is a little surprising from Hell Esports.
Yeah, absolutely. From Hell Esports, they were just eliminated before they even could realize. And I think it was the players of Team Battalion 5 and Onik especially, who did all the damage over there. And well, I was also taken aback, having the players of Team From Hell get eliminated so early. That was a shocker. But right now, let's take a look at the kill leaders and see where all they stand. Is still Godless the supreme leader? Yes, he is. 39 kills and 6,895 damage over there. But Wale, oh my goodness, he is definitely closing in. 37 kills, but damage is way too much. 7,025. That's preposterous. But White, Action, and Inky from Team Heaven, we also have them performing really well also. And it's been Team Hell, From Heaven. We have the players from Team Seal. These are the ones who are really performing out of their minds. But as we go down under, we have Munke, Ziol, Killa, Sanjeev, and Heli. Again, the same names coming in for us.
Yes, the same names coming in and the same names we'll be seeing in the semi-finals because these teams are definitely making, and we'll have to see which teams are not making to the semi-finals. I think Team Hype played decently. I think they are in a good
pretty much safe, yeah.
They are pretty much safe, Team Hype as well, but the team Dynamic Gaming, they tried. I won't say they didn't try, but trying in the later stages of the matches is not gonna work.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, words of wisdom, because if you have to try it during the mid phases, if you're not going through a tough time, you have to try it from initially. But now let's see how the leaderboards have fed off, and let's see how things are gonna change over here. But we start off with FROMHEAVEN Esports, 233 points, but Team Black definitely are the ones catching up on them. With the way they started, I was really scared. I mean, which team is going to stop them? And there you go, with 4 chicken dinners. I think that's the highest. We have seen 3, but 4 is definitely going to be the highest, and that is held on by Team Black. So Esports, definitely another very consistent team. But if you take a look at the next set of teams, well, you see Battalion 5, they have stepped up really well, and so have VelociRaptor. They get the courtesy of that chicken dinner. They have not seen the backlines after that. Team Bear, well, after struggling, finally a decent game, I would say, but still I expect a lot more from this team.
Yes, we expect a lot from this team and Team COSMONAUT as well. And let's see which are the teams are making to the finale semi-finals. For UQuest is at the 17th, but they did step down. Dynamic Gaming finally making it at the 24th position. I think their struggle, the way they were trying, it worked out in their favor. They are at the 24th position with a total of 68 points. BlackTeamMongolia at 23rd with 70 points. Savage Esports at 22nd with total 74 points.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, if we take a look at the teams that are going to be, you know, in a whole world of trouble, there you go. All these teams, these heartbreaks are definitely going to be hurting over here. I thought maybe Team YOLO, I had seen them performing really good in those later stages, but it was still those lack in kills over there. But MELBOURNEIND, look at their placement points, 58, but their kills 10, just 10. Had they been better at it, things could have been otherwise. But you know, life goes on, you move on, and there's always another opportunity for all these teams.
Definitely, there is always another opportunity. Just learn from your mistakes and come back stronger, because everybody has got the skill and the potential. That's why they were here in the PMCO.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the way things are going around this time in the wildcard, we know that 15 teams will be qualifying for the finals, because No Chance team is waiting for them. And this time around, they do not have Godless. Godless is playing from a different roster, so a lot of masala about to come very soon. But with that, we have reached our end of today's segments, and we are done with the show, and we will see you again soon tomorrow, and don't forget to tune in. With that, I'm Fixes, and alongside with me, Shadow will be taking a leave. Bye-bye, take care, and happy fragging.